Hello, everybody! Welcome back! It is week 4 of CMSA's League of Legends League. How is everybody? How are you, Sam? Oh my gosh, seriously, I forgot about the DNC. And we have a special guest today, too. Soup, how are you doing? I am so ready for a day of League of Legends. You know, I needed a break from TFT. I kind of got my butt kicked today, so it's time for a break. It is the new set, and last week I was complaining hardcore about the craziness of reroll comps right now and Syndra being broken and Cassin being broken, but they did the updates, they did the nerfs, and now the game is very, very balanced in my opinion. So I'm so glad that it is not Syndra auto win every single game. Me too. I was ready to have a mental breakdown if I lost one more game to Syndra. Did we get any new updates to League past week? Was there a patch? Uh-oh. It says can't hear Sam. Hold on. For some reason, it's not picking. Yes, can you guys hear Soup? I don't think so. I don't think it's picking up anything. Headphones, what are you doing? Properties. Try that again. No Soup, no Sam.
Hear or
take over.
see Soup either.
I'm just okay. There we go. It's working now. I've just been talking to myself. No big deal. See, this is what every time. So there was an update today for OBS, and I should have known better to double check every single setting in OBS to make sure.
You said at the top when we were in our pre, you're like something. I just feel like something's going wrong. And
I knew it.
You just knew. You knew that we'd launch and I'd have my little soliloquy about the DNC, and you'd not be able to hear it at all. So we're good.
My brain knew there was a reason to panic. It just didn't know what the reason was yet. And now we know. But it's okay. It's all fixed. I just need to... And I was just telling these guys before I got on here, it's like it would not, like OBS would not capture League of Legends. Like it just wouldn't. So I had to like go into the settings and then change the way that it captures League of Legends from capture a game to capture a window. And then once I did that, I had to change how it captures it by going from automatic to capture Windows 10 or Windows 11 window. It's a stupid setting. And then the audio just didn't work. I just need to stop updating OBS. Like I just need to stay on whatever the very first version was and just never touch it again. Red Raptor says, we can hear Sam. We are waiting for Chroma to lip read for Sam. Yes, I'll just be the interpreter. Let's take a look at the chat really quick because I know there's a bunch of stuff coming through. I did notice for the second week in a row, you guys keep trying to call first, like an hour or 2 hours before the stream even starts. That's not how this works.
See, as soon as the stream ends, just hang around and call first for the prior week, like next week's stream. I think that's what you have to do.
That is ready to pace
game
for next week.
Seriously, no, you'll get to call it until I press the start button and we're on the starting soon screen. That's the rules is. And Blaine was like first at 4:37 my time, so that's 6:37 your guys' time.
Yeah.
John's like, they don't call him the star for nothing. Mr. Arcoon said, no, damn it. See, none of this counts. None of it. Blaine says, I have ascended beyond control. I will be first every Tuesday. Well, you're gonna have to be first at 7 o'clock. Let's see, they slacked off a little bit. We'll forgive you just this once. Something about Fortnite. Fortnite League. Oh gosh, there's a lot of things. We got a little raid from High Life. Thanks, Benjamin High Life. 4 viewers, man. We're racking up the viewers here. Next time you're at my apartment, you can try playing on my computer. A whole bunch of giveaway tickets were redeemed. Did we announce what the prizes are? I'm pretty sure I know what they are, but I don't want to spoil it if we didn't like say what it was.
Ooh, I don't know.
Somebody in the chat.
I'm combing. Do we know?
Mr. Raccoon, tell me, did we tell people what they're getting from this giveaway?
Yes,
I know what it is. I think
I see it in the announcements tab. I can read it off if we need. It's there. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You do it.
You've got the giveaway is a Monster Energy custom PC gaming kit. Ooh. It's like the whole thing. It's got a mechanical keyboard, a gaming mouse. You exchange 1,000 channel points for a ticket. So the current giveaway closes September 15th, and the draw is September the 16th.
Please tell me it's in the shape of a can.
You know, a picture's right there on the announcements channel, so check it out.
Yeah, I actually need to look at it now because I think I have 10,000 points to use. And Mr. Raccoon, I didn't mean to blow over Fortnite and Fortnite League. And there's just like 10 messages. I don't want to read every single message. We'll be here all day. As he said, we do know. Okay, we didn't on Fortnite stream, lol, but it's live in the Discord. Okay, cool. So none of it's a secret anymore. I think when you guys are shoutcasting in one of these games, I'll just take a second to go quiet and go in there and redeem my 10,000 points because I want to win some things too. Looks like they're all in the lobby and about ready to go. Well, who are we facing? Who are the teams, Sam?
We have got Zyra Zaddies. Are we following John tonight? And they're taking on Vigar's Vixens in the first game. Some very familiar faces to the stream in game number 1. We've got John, home of Sexual Mars, Skippy McSkipper, Threesh on Zyra Zaddies, and then Vigar's Vixens. They've got Dirge, Dirk, Gunny, Machine Gun, Kirby, or Go Balls Deep, and Squall. So they've got lots of familiar faces here.
Oh, yeah. We've got Dirge versus John, some of my 2 favorite people. Where's that button? There it is. Oh, and Soup, you play in the Ruby League? Is that what I heard earlier?
Yes, I do. Just not this season, currently.
What's your main role?
Support.
Support? You and everybody else.
Yeah, I'm one of the girls too.
How do you feel about the support meta?
Well, subjectively as a Thresh player, it's pretty okay. Nothing too crazy. Just, just hanging around here. We're not doing bad, we're not doing good. We exist. But I think it's pretty cool. I think it's definitely benefited from just how strong ADCs have been in the past, and I think even though they're like toned down a bit, there's still a lot of like focus on the bot lane right now.
Seriously, with the new ADC updates, I'm just really quick. Mithra, no, you should not be seeing the client just yet. They are creating the match, and then once we are past that, then we will be on the client. Go ahead, Sam.
I was just going to ask, as a support player, how do we feel about Lux? What side of the Lux continuum do you land on?
Surprisingly, I haven't seen much Lux, so I wouldn't know firsthand my own experience of it, but I would imagine that it's not great, but this is also coming again from a Thresh player, but because in the past it hasn't been good, so I'm just going to assume it's not as great.
Okay, well, we'll see if either team decides to pick Bannet once we get able to see it here in Discord. I think it's on stream now. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I have to share it for you guys. Stream League of Legends, go live, and Soup, you just watch it in the Discord and you'll be able to see it live instead of delayed.
Cool.
We've already got an Echo ban, a Wukong ban, Master Yi, and Kog'Maw. So we're not gonna see the classic Protect the Kog'Maw comp this time. And of course, Gunny's on the team, so no Master Yi is allowed.
Yeah, his tagline is Ban Yi.
As we should.
As we should.
Gunny Hartman says, "Sir."
Hey, what's up? What's up?
I like to envision that he said it exactly like that. I was very much embodying Gunny in that moment.
Oh yeah, I heard his voice too.
No Twitch and no Morgana. all solid picks. I don't think anyone on these teams are like, we got the Lux, no homophobic ban for once.
Right away, here we go.
Like, here we
Right
go.
away. They heard us. They wanted to fulfill it. They want me to see it.
Did they update Smolder Splash? Like, it looks almost more vibrant and clear. Like, I feel like it was a little clunkier before. Or maybe I'm just tripping.
I don't know, like it maybe more saturated or something. I don't know.
It does. It looks more saturated, more clear. He looks less derp.
I know they did for his heaven scale skin. I don't know about his base skin.
Maybe they did it for both. Just a little icon looks better. I saw it, Riot. It looks better. Got a Karma pick. I wonder if that's gonna be the Karma support or if we're gonna see one of those fun Karma tops or Karma mid.
Okay, we got the Belveth here. Looking to play a late game, but strong early as well.
Mr. Raccoon said, John, you better win. Oh, is Aurora gonna be another picker ban this week?
I want to say so. She still feels really strong.
Yeah, there wasn't really a lot targeted with her this last update, and definitely players have settled into how they should be playing Aurora, and I think Riot's pretty happy with where she's at, around just north of a 50% win rate.
So Karma's not going mid. She's either gonna be support or top.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for the top
really,
Karma.
You prefer the top Karma here? It's definitely would be a very AP heavy team if you do that, especially with Smolder not putting out a lot of AD damage until very, very late in the game.
Yeah, poor Smolder. He's so cute and lovable, but not good since they put him in the trash can.
A lot of AD bans, which I kind of agree with here. You've got this Smolder, you banned out the cog that's going to match your scaling, and now you're taking away some of the poke and lane bullies. Curious what their final ban's going to be and how Vigar's Vixens are going to respond to this.
And just banning every ADC in the game.
Jin's also good. They don't have much HP right now. Fairly squishy team. And Jin is very good into that.
If I'm in the bot lane, I'm always banning either Nautilus or Jhin. That combo for one is a nightmare, and then them by themselves are just freaking annoying. Urgot.
Urgot? Definitely for Durg here. He is an absolute monster on the champion.
That's right. I did know that.
Though I have seen him play Lux, so this might be him mid. Can't say.
You're duller than a broken sandwich.
You're duller than a broken sandwich. Who are the last picks? Oh, I gotta put the team names in. On the blue side, that one is
Vigar's Vixens on blue side, and we've got Zyra's Zaddies on red side.
Oh, is it VEI or VIE?
VEI.
VEI. Vigar's Vixens and Zyra's Zaddies. Bam. Maokai. Probably jungle.
Ooh, Mordekaiser.
I got a package delivered. My vacuum is here. Exciting stuff. Every day is like Christmas when you move into a new apartment and just have a bunch of deliveries.
What is it today?
Today it was a vacuum. Tomorrow it's curtains.
Ooh.
Oh, I also got a rug today. I got a little rug. Samira! Oh, she's one of my favorite ADCs. She's so chaotic. I love her. They're really going for an all-in comp over on Vigar's Vixens.
It is so all-in over there. Lux is going to be in the back line being like, don't leave me, team. Or I send my final spark.
I'm just here to throw a stun and run, and then you guys just go in and have fun.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
Trindamere! Okay. Soup, since you are our guest, tell us what you think of the team comps and who you think is going to win out of the two.
Well, one thing I will say, I actually really like Tryndamere here. For one, Mordekaiser doesn't really like playing into split pushers, because at some point Mord wants to be a part of the fight so that he can yoink somebody to the Walmart parking lot. So Tryndamere definitely takes advantage of that. I do say I'm curious about Aurora mid. I haven't seen this often, so I'm not sure what to expect. But we've got bunnies versus foxes in the mid lane, so I'm here for it.
So who do you think's gonna win?
I do like the Zyra Zaddy's team. I think they have the better comp, so I want to say it's them.
Okay. Sam, what do you think?
Looking at these teams, I am all for, I'm all on board the team with, you've got Samira, Mordekaiser, Aurora, Belveth, just the go, go, go. I'm hoping that Vigar's Vixens just goes in, that we get to see lots of machine guns, lots of Death Realms, lots of Final Sparks. It's going to be chaos if Vigar's Vixens has anything to say about this. I think they'd be a fun team to watch, so that is definitely something to look out for in game number 1.
Hey, while you were saying that, Grimrose, just subscribed for 6 months in a row. Thank you. I haven't heard from you in forever, Grimrose. How have you been? How are you? I miss you. Oh boy, John said, I ate a lot of ice cream before this game and now I'm shivering. It's really that I'm scared of this team, but I'm blaming the ice cream. That's a good way to cover up your insecurities. Ice cream. It's all ice cream's fault. Oh, we got a hype train coming. Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
hype train.
No.
My neighbors are like, shut the fuck up. Now that I have a neighbor, but my opinion, based on what we were seeing, so you guys are kind of against each other right now. You said Vigar's Vixen, Sam, and then Zyra Zaddy's was Soup, right?
Yes.
I am actually leaning towards, I think I'm gonna side with Soup here. I really enjoy, that team fight comp, and I think they have a better one. It is a little iffy with the Smolder because you do need to wait a pretty long time for Smolder to get there. Maokai is kind of not a huge impact until later as well. But Tryndamere can kind of carry the early. Ari could potentially carry the early. It's just very dependent on the specific characters succeeding and their specific points of the game. Whereas Vigar's Vixens, like we were saying, they're very all in. They're very hyper carry, very just kill everything as fast as possible. And we've seen that work out really, really well, and we've seen it really, really fail. So it's very 50-50 for them, whereas I can see clear conditions for Zyra Zaddy's. And I am not a gambling man. I am more about the specific conditions, so I vote for Zyra Zaddy's.
And I think these two teams are just a great example of unstoppable force versus immovable objects, so this is going to be good to see. Oh, and we got Grimrosy says, I'm good, thank you, hun. And then I Pita Bread just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription. Oh, I haven't seen the Battle Bunny Aurora skin. That is so cute. It's like a little witch hat. Why is that not in the TFT set? It's all about magic and witches and stuff, and this isn't. What? Oh, is she not in the set?
No, she should be.
Huh.
It's so cute. I guess they don't have an animal squad. Right, just put her in. Put her in, coach.
Put her in everything. Yeah, put her in everything. Make sure she's out there. People know. Not
yeah.
just the League of Legends players.
Right, let's take. Lots of pings coming out already. We don't need time controls. Close that.
Yeah, I think they definitely want to be careful of an early invade. This is Gunny's Belveth we're looking at, so I think they're looking to do the 5 points.
Mithra says, all the all-in means Vigar Vixens will have a really hard time if they fall behind. Preach.
That's
and
true,
like we were
will.
saying, they could either pop off real fast or they can just continue to fall down a cliff.
They're gonna live and die by that all in the early game. You are against a Smolder. Like, yes, you've got Ari who can be strong early. Ooh, Gunny walking right into homosexual. It's gonna start us off here.
The girls are beefing. The girls are beefing. Nope.
Slay.
I wonder if Tryndamere knows they don't have items.
Uh-oh. Oh, you don't have items.
Oh.
Go
home.
Get out of my head! I am very interested to see how bot lane goes because I feel like it's very, very much more likely for Samira and Lux to be more successful in this lane. They have immense damage and really great CC with the Lux, whereas Karma's pretty low damage and then Smolder is pretty low damage. So they really just have to hang back and not die, which is going to be hard against a Lux Samira.
It's challenging when they do that. They do receive ganks really well with Maokai coming out with the CC and Samira having no way to get out once she's gone in, but they are definitely the stronger of the duo there.
Not home, just going in for the beatdown with no items.
And he got his grass proc. He's already scaling.
I'm scaling.
Ooh. Okay, a lot of poke from Karma.
When you got a level 1 ultimate, it definitely hurts. I feel like it starts to fall off around like 4 or 5 though. Like once you're at 4 or 5, it's like okay, we're good. Gotcha. Achoo. Salut. I feel like Aurora's I want to say it's her Q, like the straight shot. It's the range is a little weird. Like it goes out, but it still hits things after the actual animation. I'm curious if that is a known thing or what's going on there.
I'm hoping it's the known thing because I did notice that when I first played her.
Oh, we got our first gank! Flash out, we're safe. Don't worry, the tree is here.
Yeah, Threesh on Maokai looking to arrive here. Can't quite get in range for that twisted advance. Doesn't kind of flash work quite yet. Homosexual though says, yeah, oh, whack away at you. Oh, Threesh now finding that twisted advance onto Gunny, who's forced to go right away.
Oh, Gunny's just... Oh, Gunny! You're ballsy! Ballsy girl! You're gonna die for it,
but... She's getting low, flashing away, and there it is, the Bramble smash for the first blood.
You know what? We appreciate the balls.
Wow. And that's gonna be big for Maokai early.
Mm-hmm. Surprisingly, the Smolder and Karma are out poking the Lux Samira now. They're just catching all the poke.
And that really is the identity of that lane in the early game. And I love that John started Ring. It does allow him to really play that. It's basically 2v1. Every time that Mars tries to go up to poke, it's just you immediately both, or Swall goes up to poke, you immediately beat both pokes from John and Mars. So it's been very challenging for this Lux to try to 2v1 that lane, and it means that they're going to get a good reset if they need it.
Oh, good dodge.
Hey, going in, another 2v2 skirmish here in the river. And this time, wisely backing off, deciding not to mess with the tree.
Do it. Climb that tree. Yeah, do it. Okay. Do it.
Oh,
yeah.
Nothing for free. Yeah, twisting, advancing, goes forward. Skippy there to make sure there's no additional 2v1 to be had. And winning the
charm here.
Oh, just missing that charm. Now twisted advancing forward, back onto Gunny.
Be good here.
Both HP bars so low. Gunny trying to juke us out of nothing. Ignite can't get away from that point and click damage. And Death and Lavender might be the passive, but it's also been Gunny Hartman's signature here. 2 deaths early.
Did you say that's his signature?
Signature.
No, it's Belveth's signature.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say hashtag Gunny's a feeder. Got it.
If there's one thing that Gunny's play always exemplifies, though, is that resilience. You've seen him. I think he ended up on some of the highlights a few weeks ago. His team, or last season, team way down and still managing to pick up a quadra kill on that Viego. So definitely look for him to make some moves here as we settle into the early game.
I was really glad that kill did go over to the Ahri, because yes, Maokai is starting off with some AP, but he should be building tank into the later game, so let's give Ahri some of that damage.
Right, and the mage items are also just really strong once you get them, and Ahri is very happy about that.
It's a really skinny bunny, and she's been dodging those charms. I feel like Gunny may just need to take this opportunity to turtle. They're not finding the opportunity to really land these ganks, and when they do, they usually face some backlash from the tree. Alright, they're gonna do the classic jungle trade, dragon for grubbies.
Yeah, I think this is gonna favor the Belveth here, who kind of gets to have some unsolicited time to just take an objective, and then he'll have a full jungle available to him to get caught up and farm.
69. That's how much gold you got from that big minion. Nice. They should just round it to 70. Although 69's fun too.
They should have the word nice whenever you get a cannon minion that has 69 gold.
I'm sure there's a mod for it.
Coming through, parental figure will come through.
We got level 6 Samira, she's ready to go off. Spin, girl, spin.
Okay. Quick flash.
Yes.
The flash follows.
She gonna take him out.
Samira has
cooldowns.
And she will be spat at. Haktua by the Smolder.
Bless you, Smolder. Bless you. Now I'm really itching to play some Flex Q so I can play some Smolder. I just want to sneeze on everybody and scream, Mama.
Parent.
Parental figure, please.
Matriarch. Okay, meanwhile, they were beefing top lane. Home gets out.
Oh no!
Ooh. Foxes eat bunnies, and Skippy gets a kill.
A 2-0 Ahri. It's looking good. Like our predictions, not Sam's, our predictions are looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, they find themselves in control here. Absolutely, and all lanes kind of firing off here. I'm curious to see if Tiger's Vixen is going to figure out a way to get through and start scoring some kills for themselves. It seems like it might want to flow through this top lane, or it's not finding a whole lot elsewhere on the map.
Since Sam mentioned that Viego game Gunny had last season, so definitely never count him out. Definitely never count him out.
True story. Although I do think we should just aggressively judge Sam for his decisions, and then when for some reason this game flips, he can totally dog on us for ripping on him the whole time. It doesn't feel great to be Dirge in this situation where you're pinned to your tower and you just have to try to get as much farm as you can.
Right. He does have the steel caps to make sure that he's not going to take too much damage, but home is just very oppressive right now.
And anytime you've got a Trendemir that's big and scary in that lane,
Here comes Belveth!
Oh, here we go. Hold that spot.
Good dodge on the charm.
Very slippery mid lane. It's gonna be a little hard to gank that one.
Right, lots of dashes.
Oh,
Okay,
she said, you want to
charge
gank me again? Gank me again.
Ooh, gets both here.
Oh, the snare, final spark too much. Oh, but so little HP, Squall. You are living on a thread there. They do get the one kill.
Amazing snare. Catches both and hits them both with the R.
That'll be big for this bot lane. Now Samira picking up all this farm. Will be able to go back, and that might quite possibly be a collector finish for Dirk. Maybe a plate off here.
Could get this plate here. Extra 125.
Oh, is this gonna be all the grubbies for Zyra Zaddies?
Which that's going to be very scary to deal with, because you've got this Trendamere who no one individual on Vegas Vixens is ever going to be able to match this Trendamere if they decide to take this push path. And now you've got 6 rubs to work with as well. 3's just showing, but yeah, there's that. They've got the vision there. So Machine Gun Kirby not in any serious danger.
Whack, whack, whack.
Chop.
Danger zone, danger zone.
What will win, wax or chops?
Oh, skinny. Homosexual really taking time to just juke these things by the tiniest inch.
Seeing that top lane juke and then the bot lane juke, everyone's got happy feet tonight.
Jukey jukey. Uh-oh, Mordekaiser does have the ult up if he wants to trap him in here.
Yeah,
he does!
He does have
Whack.
ult as well. He does not press it. Matriarch will
Mom slays
win
the
fight.
day.
She gave Smolder his lunch money.
Thank God for Mom's hot breath.
I almost heard breast.
That too. Those mommy milkers are nurturing. He said, "Get away, tree."
A big counter gank there, and that means that Smolder on 3-0 finishes Essence Reaver and the Boots of Swiftness. How many? What is the stat count here at the 13-minute mark for this Smolder? John,
Let's find out. We're at 107.
Okay, making pretty good time then, coming up on that 125 when the stacks really start to accelerate.
This is a really great spot for Zyra Zaddies. I mean, having a head Smolder means he doesn't have to wait as long to start doing some damage and be a big impact in these fights. They already got Ahri ahead. Trendamere may be 0-1, but he is Trendamere. He's also ahead in CS. They got 6 grubbies. Oh my goodness.
It's huge, but this is also the moment that Viger's Vixens needs around this dragon. Dragon's up. They have a mid-game team fighting composition. They are not going to give this dragon away for free. Even if they are down some gold, their champions are very strong at this point in the game. So look for them to really not give this one up without a fight.
John should be close to 125 now. I've seen him get some Qs just before this dragon.
It doesn't happen available yet. It's going to happen probably during this fight. Gunny going in, realizing there's no numbers, flashing away, but a huge final spark. There's a reset, the first one for Dirk. Now right on the back line, double kill for Samira. John just trying to kite it out on this Smolder, does get it. So it is 2 for 2 there in the bot lane, and the HP bar is in favor of Zyra Zaddies, but the jungler available for Viger's Vixen, so no dragon after that big exchange there.
And again, Mother Figure is just taking over, keeping Smolder safe.
It's really rough for Viger's Vixens right now that their engager is the Bel'Veth because she is very, very behind, and when she goes in, she's gonna die, basically. She survived that one, but barely. They went in, got a knock up, and basically had to run for their life. Oh, you're stuck.
Okay, you're stuck. Shinryu does have ult
Undying.
here. Will the return come through? Good flash.
Got a ping on the Rift Herald. We're thinking dragon. Appreciate. Maybe let's go kill a Samira first. Then we can get dragon.
Oh.
Hello. It's like, eh.
Okay. Gets in a couple shots. The love taps.
Smoldering Karma, we're a little busy with the wave. Good Juki, Skippy McSkipper.
Okay.
Gotta show
Slip
Gunny
the
who's
Skippy?
boss. Oh. That first turret?
Yeah, falling there, claimed by that Tryndamere from Zyra Zaddy's homosexual, doing a great job up there.
Seriously, keeping the pressure on, not worried about dying that much. I mean, you're Tryndamere, so you don't die. But largely, they are losing the fights. I mean, this one's not going to go so great because Durjanoon is already very behind on the hit HP. We got Ghost procced.
Yeah, forced to flush. Gunny's in the area. Probably wanted to finish that Rift Herald, not coming in to help here. Durge is going to go down to homosexual, and now you've got, Skippy McSkipper all alone. They claim that Rift Herald, but look at this. The home has arrived, trying to just do some work. There's one down. Hiding out Machine Gun Kirby is Skippy McSkipper. Planning that charm means there's no retribution kill here, so clean.
That is huge for Zyra Zaddy's. That just 3 kills to Tryndamere with the 6 grubbies. Oh no, this is gonna be difficult to deal with.
And on the opposite side of the map, Zyra Zaddy's also claims Dragon, so ties it up 1-to-1. Make sure that Vigar's Vixens can't quickly get out to a Soul Dragon before the Dragon Smolder actually gets strong. And wow, a second turret! Oh no! Execute goes down. And the walk-offs of the Void Grubby will take it, so the turret still falls. But unfortunate for
maybe it was all planned.
It was all planned. It was for the clout. Highlight says no one expects the banana.
It was just a faster way to base. Knew the turret was gone, get the fast reset.
Yeah.
Right, that was an execute.
They're like, let's not give Samira some more kills. She is the only problem on that team right now. Ooh, flashes.
No flash is now available in that bot lane. Everyone down.
And this is the point in the game where when I'm playing Samira, at least, like, I feel at my strongest, but I also start to feel like I start to get weaker, especially when I don't have a front line to really support me in these situations, which she does not right now. She doesn't really have a team to depend on to distract for these engages. It really just comes down to that Bel'Veth dive-in knockup. So we'll see if Samira's be able to put enough damage down to handle this whole team.
We'll also see if Durge is able to put enough damage down during this realm of death, or the Walmart parking lot, as you like to call it, and he will!
Yes, he
so
will
there's
get it.
one going down, and now of course having those stats available, trying to 2v1 this, gaining a level. The minions doing work on homosexual, forced to bring over yet another one here. Skippy McSkipper arriving will end that Death God. But going one for one there in that situation, huge for Durge.
Gunny was very liberal with that flash. She's like, I want this dragon. All right, we got Maokai starting to dip into their tank items now that they finished their Leandries. So we will have some solid front line here shortly.
That's the thing about Beggar's Vixen's comp. It feels like everyone wants to be a secondary initiator. No one wants to go in first on that. Someone's just going to go in and eat all the CC and
homosexual just
can land.
like,
But yeah, Tryndamere in the
teabagging
top
their
lane
base.
is a big problem. 177 farm, 3 towers in the top lane, and there's just no answer to this Tryndamere right now.
Boy, oh boy, do I love Tryndamere.
The last clash that my team played, that was the we drafted a very similar comp. We had a Tryndamere that just went off the entire game, never winning a fight, while the rest of us would just stand in brushes. Here's Dirk finding such a trap rush. I'm surprised that Dirk gets out there with half the HP bar. And now Homosexual is deciding to impact the rest of the map, quickly taking down Machine Gun Kirby, and now, but I don't think the objective here is the kills. I think it's just, we're gonna take turret number 4, and now look for turret number 5. It is meticulous for Homosexual.
Everything is free. Everything is mine for the taking. That is what Zyrazadis is saying right now, specifically Tryndamere.
Yeah, home on this Ravenous Hydra Phantom Dancer. It's just the lawnmower build here. Minions don't stand a chance.
Oh, does the tree get away?
Holy CC.
Oh no. Lots of damage.
Velvet gets a kill. That's it, guys. GG. Gunny is carrying the game now.
Yeah, the first reset of the game here for this Belveth. Maybe there'll be more to come. They find Homosexual.
I'll say maybe not on the Tryndamere.
Maybe not.
Do you want? That would be a great
he doesn't get it
here.
Maybe he does. Oh, the flash.
Okay, the flash.
Having to go through. They're in full pursuit though here. Viger's Vixen perhaps senses that there's not enough support here. Homosexual re-entering the fight. Getting those crits, getting those Ravenous Hydra procs. Forced to use that Undying Rage, staying alive, and now continuing to chase the rest of the team.
Run, girly, run.
KP McStipper, can you get back to the turret? A knock up, another reset here.
Shut down on shutdown.
Oh, Viger's Vixen's finding a little something and coming into that dragon fight, and now wanting to try to force down dragon number 2, but Zyrazadis don't want to let this go for free. The remaining members low on HP are going to try to turn this around still.
Oh boy. It's gonna go in Zyrazadis' favor.
Yeah, the Tryndamere came with full HP. It's really hard to try and fight that on top of being in the pit.
As it says, let's go Gunny. Almost. It was almost a let's go Gunny. It was great for the
so
shutdowns.
Yes, it was so close. It was just they all backed off. They got the ults, they got the HP from the wave, and said we can come back into this. While trying to find a pick on Tryndamere.
Oh my god!
Goodness. Whack,
Oh
whack,
my
whack,
god!
whack.
Not afraid of this Lux. There's the ace and what an unofficial quad.
Whack, 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 whack. Full health.
Good old slap chop.
And this is, so far, every turret has been claimed by Homosexual, looking for number 5 here, and does not care that Machine Kirby is present.
Just stand there.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, whatever.
Does look like Zyrazadis wants to go to Baron now.
But I'll let you have the camp, but your life is mine.
Oh, good flash.
Ooh.
Oh, good dodge.
The charm.
Okay. Home's at Walmart.
I need more pens. Buy me some pens.
Surprisingly close there in the Death Realm, but unfortunately too many just home able to stall for such a long time, and now this Baron is probably going to be free for Zyrazadis.
Everything is free. Everything is mine.
It has been the name of this game here for Zyras. Full control for a while. Gunny, looking for steal, can't find anything, and now you're on the wrong side of the map.
Run, girl, run. Hello.
To make some jukes. Everybody knows. Charmland.
Oh.
And that is going to be a dead Gunny here. And now Zyras 6 of the Void Grubs. Baron, a colossally huge Tryndamere. What do you do if your Viger's 6 is trying to get back in this game?
Cry?
Pray?
Mm-hmm. It's really just gonna kind of come down to the Belveth. like she's struggling to get her second item right now. So she's gonna need even like 3 or 4 more shutdowns, maybe get her third item going here, because we've got Zyra Zaddy's already working on their third items, finishing third items even. And without her being a little bit more tanky to survive that initial engage, it's just not gonna go anywhere. They're gonna be turned around so quickly.
Homosexuals Trendemir is just 2v1ing here at this stage in the game in the bot lane, and I don't even know if 3 is going to be enough to bring this down. Reach arriving, that's the CC. I think they're ignoring the turret here, going all in. Mom over the top of this means they're going to drop, and this undying homosexual still upright, going to whack away at yet another turret. Bear me to take it.
Aren't we all just undying homosexuals? He's being an accurate representation. Laser! No more holding. Whack, whack. Whack, whack, whack. Whack, whack. Oh my god.
What's the stack check on Smolder?
Yes, I was just about to ask about the Trendemir game, but where is this Smolder?
236!
36.
Just
Okay, we have the true damage now.
Yeah, not a 1v1 though in the death realm that you're gonna win. John getting shut down before we get to see any action. So now temporary 4v5. There's some very low HP bars on the side of Zyra Zaddy's. Vigorous Vixens does not want to let this engagement slip away from them as they continue to chase. Dirk having a reset available, Gunny getting the reset. They see the low HP bars. They want a good little sidestep there by Dirk to not eat that charm. Don't quite know. I don't have the vision to continue chasing, but staving off elimination temporarily.
Temporarily is the name of the game here. We got 11-2 Trendemir that has taken like, I think, 8 turrets. Maybe 2 inhibitors.
No, not 8 turrets. Everything.
Everything.
It feels like there's just enough undying rages left in this game that he could just click down mid lane, take the turret, take the inhibitor, and eventually brute force it. Gunny trying to brute force that dragon. Cannot find anything. Homosexual, of course, there to rain on that idea.
Teleport? Interesting. That's a Smolder with teleport. Maybe he planned on dying a lot.
John loves having teleport on ADCs.
Interesting.
I think it's actually really smart.
It's not bad. I just don't ever see it.
John's a very safe laner, so if he knows that he can TP without consequence, he'll do it.
Whack, whack. Stay out of the death realm. You guys are probably okay. Well, those minions are not being nice to the turrets.
Right.
There's the engage, but catches a charm almost immediately. Not quite into execute range. Now he is. Where's mom?
Mom!
Nice. You got this, more 1v5, and he's down. Pad those KDAs. Yeah. Jeez, that was intense. How's it feel to be wrong, Sam?
You know, anytime I get to experience that kind of a romping, it's always a good time. Zyra Zaddy's putting it to work there, showing it, having a death grip on that game from the beginning, and Home of Sexual putting out such an impressive display from that top lane, just taking turret after turret after turret, as you mentioned, Smolder at the end of that game as well, playing so incredibly safe, just being sure that it was going to be relevant and if his team got him to the late game, and boy did they ever get him to that late game, not just in it, but well ahead.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, they were able to get there early, which, I mean, that was basically Vigorous Vixen's only opportunity, was to get ahead early, and they didn't get it. But, Soup, who do you think is MVP for this game?
I wonder who.
I think we all know who, but let me let you tell us who you think is going to be MVP and why.
I think my gut is telling me Home. I think it just feels right to give Home that honor.
You know, the universe may be compelling me to think the same thing. Sam, what do you think?
Oh, this time I'll agree with you too. I think homosexual unanimously was had an excellent game on that Tryndamere. It was undying, truly.
Undying, 100%. Well, congratulations, homosexual on Tryndamere, MVP. Woo! Oh my goodness.
Just look at the gold difference. You have 11k, you have 10k, and then home is sitting here at 16,000 gold. That is such a big difference.
Yeah, it was just really unfortunate. Like, he was playing very, very aggressive, which generally would leave you open and vulnerable to some ganks. But with the Bel'Veth being shut down so hard, it was just a snowball effect from there. Like, not much you could do at that point. Oh, sweet. They've already got everybody basically loaded into the new game. Who are we going against, Sam?
So it looks like game 2, we've got Zyrazadis taking on Ways Hotties.
Ways Hotties. Who are we missing? Is the Italian sausage. That is great. I love how it's spelled that way, so it sounds like that when you say it out loud. It's Italian S-A-L-S-I-C-H. Italian sausage. I'm obsessed. Then we got Top Twink, Medaio, Sai Hero, and Taco Loki. What was their team name again?
Ways Hotties.
Ways Hotties. Let me type that in. Ways Hotties. And then Zyra's Zaddies again. Bet. I wonder if they're going to take some time to look at each other's previous games and just ban each other out, or if they're just going to be like, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just go.
Anytime you see a performance like that on your opponents, you're like, maybe we don't give the Tryndamere this game.
Yeah, probably not.
Fluke.
Probably not.
I wonder if they were banned out on other champions. Like, was the Urgot directed at that? No, because they banned the Urgot. Who? I don't think they banned any top laners over on Vigar's Vixen's last game. Now that I think about it.
It was a late Tom Kench ban.
Okay.
And that may have been directed at top.
I see. They said, 1 sec, restroom break. They're going potty. John said, I heard Smolder slander from someone. It wasn't slander. It was Smolder points made. Smolder was put into the trash can. Like, his stats were dumpstered hardcore compared to what he used to be. And I can say that because I love Smolder and I wish he was a little bit better so that I could play him comfortably. But he is a little bit of a struggle to play. But you guys slayed it down in that bot lane. You and Karma, like, oppressed one of the most oppressive poke lanes out there with Samira and Lux. So congratulations to you guys. Some seriously good gameplay. John said Smolder jungle next game. Oh, God. Please don't. I can't handle that. No.
Dragons smiting dragons?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Shyvana does it.
It's true.
Yeah. Austin said, please do. Please don't. I mentally can't handle watching a Smolder jungle game. Let's see. Who's top twink?
That is Austin.
Okay, I should have guessed.
Yeah.
I should have guessed.
Yeah, he's made a point that every time he changes his name, he wants blank twink.
Makes sense.
So this was his. Previously, I think his name was Dumpster Twink. So now we have Top Twink.
There was Dumpster Twink. I'm pretty sure there was a different one before that, even that I can't remember. It's serving twink. It's giving twink. I would say we could pull one of them in for an interview, but I think they just got back from the potty break, so maybe they're going to start here in a second.
It's Twinksgiving, as they say.
Twinksgiving! Yes! Every day is Twinksgiving when you're dumpster twink / top twink. His next name is just gonna be Twink Twink.
Twink to the
Austin's-
second power.
There we go. Austin said, I've had glitter, garbage, silly, and top twinks. She's serving all the twinks. We are in champ select. Oh, and their hashtag is twunk. Top twink, hashtag twunk. What kind of bands are we gonna get? No Maokai.
Oh, Malachi. No trees.
No trees for Trish.
Ooh, Lysandra.
Zagna.
You used to.
Who is the Echo player on Zyra Zaddies? Because that's 2 Echo bands in a row.
I want to say it's Skippy.
Yeah.
No Volibear. That's always a good band. F Volibear. OP, OP, OP. No Smolder. You have to go and ban him. Well, at least he won't be in the jungle this game.
Tryndamere open.
Yeah.
And my badge and rifle as well.
They got the Jin. Now they just need to pick Nautilus, and then my worst nightmare will be on that team. Yeah, Skipper said me to the Echo band. Sean says, sad. I miss Glitter Twink era. I think we all go through Glitter Twink era, you know, like a little bit out of high school, like 2021. That's just Glitter Twink era for us all, right?
Yeah, a little bit out of high school in 2021. That was definitely my Glitter Twink era.
Right. We're kind of finding ourselves. We're kind of experimenting with alcohol. We're enjoying parties.
Yeah.
Zyra. Zyra's gonna be going against Zyra's Zaddies. Zyra versus her Zaddies.
Wow. Ooh, spicy.
Mm-hmm.
God, is this a
Fuck.
Jin Zyra bot lane? I'm gonna poke hell
I
here.
believe so.
Gunny Hartman just gifted a tier 1 sub to Skippy McSkipper. Thank you, Gunny. One of my favorites. Oh, I love Malzahar. He's so underrated. I hate when people are like, Malzahar doesn't do any damage. Watch me play Malzahar and do the most damage in the team. Last ban, last ban. I mean, last pick.
Get the
Karma. They're really into Karma. And we're gonna see John on a hyper carry with the Jinx. Not that Smolder can't be a hyper carry. Jinx is just a little bit more hyper carry potential than the typical Smolder. No Moo. No Syndra. I have Syndra trauma with TFT. I think just saying her name like makes me cringe.
She traumatizes everyone. League of Legends and DMT combined.
No Yorick and no Tom Kench. They did leave the Tryndamere open.
Will we see again?
Do it. Do it. Oh, okay, a Vex.
Vex.
So we've got Wukong all in, Vex all in. I'm interested to see if they're gonna just throw in a third all in that for like a major distraction for the Jinx to kind of hang back and blow them up.
Cough, Tryndamere, cough.
Cough, cough. Okay, Warwick is gonna be really solid for trying to take out that Jinx if he can land some alts and reach her. Come on, Italian sausage. Oh, Vayne
Okay.
top.
ADC meta, and here we finally see a double ADC composition.
Gunny said, howdy love, thanks for the beating. Gunny's into being pummeled into the ground. Got it.
Oh. Hey, yo.
Ayo?
What did he say?
What did he say? Okay, Malphite.
Malphite.
I am loving these team comps right now, but Soup, what do you think?
This is actually a much harder choice than last game.
You think so? I'm very one-sided already.
My only thing is that the Warwick is going to not have the best time in team fights, but I think that having the Zyra Jhin combo alone should be enough to give Warwick the CC he needs to do his job. And you know what? I'm gonna be on the side of Hui's Hotties here.
Interesting. While we're saying that, thank you for following Gay Boy Fame. Appreciate it. I just noticed that the actual stream like notifications for following are hidden behind the client in this overlay. So I'm sorry you didn't get to see the very fancy, flashy animation. But thank you so much for following. Sam, what do you think?
Looking at this, Hui's Hotties it's going to have a really challenging time with any sort of like a traditional looking team fight. The Warwick does not make really a front line, especially not against the CC and just shred that Jinx is going and the team is going to provide, which means that Hui's Hotties kind of is almost built for this like pokey stick composition of just we stay really far away, and if any of you come at us, we're going to use Zyra to peel, we'll lock you down with Jhin, we'll use Malzahar to peel. That said, it's not completely cohesive in that idea. I don't think Warwick really fits in with that idea. I don't think Vayne really fits in with that idea, and so I really like Zyra Zaddies here because it looks like a very straightforward. We've got engage out of Malphite. We've got some engage out of Wukong. How are you going to dodge both of us, especially when you really only have Vayne that's going to be super mobile and able to take over? If Zyra Zaddies is first to an objective, Hui's Hotties has no way to break in. And the poke is strong, but it's not that strong. So I think I'm decidedly here on the side of Zyra Zaddies and the strong late game team fight they've put together.
I am going to go against Soup and team up with Sam on this one because like you said, Hui's Hotties is very like, it's kind of like, hey, let's just kind of play a fun champion, someone that has the potential to carry, can do damage, but there really isn't like a cohesive comp in there. It is pokey, but Malzahar isn't really like a poke champion. He's more of a control champion. Warwick isn't really a tank. He's more of like the bruiser. Vayne is a really odd pick here. So they're very, very, very squishy. And you don't want to be 4 squishies into a Malphite, Wukong, Vex, Jinx. That is going to hurt. And just those guys individually all have the potential to basically blow them up so fast. But it's just a very, very cohesive wombo combo, big team fight team here. And you know, that's what I love to see. I love to see big team fight comps. So when you got Malphite engaged with his ultimate, you got the Wukong jumping in, throwing down his ultimate, that gives Vex the opportunity to land her ult on basically anybody in a giant 5 fight and blow all of them up in a second, taking out 2 or 3 threats. And then while you're doing that, you've got, click that button, we've got Karma, who is giving the speed boost and the shields to the targets that may be in danger, or maybe just need like a little extra speed boost to get their placement correct, like Jinx, if she maybe is caught out in the wrong spot, to really just place herself to blow everybody up while they're being absolutely harassed by a Wukong Vex Malphite in their face. So unless they really, really mess up or really, really get wrecked in lane, Zyra Zaddies has us in the bag, in my opinion.
If Zyra Zaddies win composition or win condition is the team fight, Hui's Hotties is to roll through the bot lane. They need to take this very, very strong Jhin Zyra that they've drafted and just pummel Zyra Zaddies, and then in the mid game they need to make sure that they are finding picks, because if they're hiding in brushes and they're hitting grasping roots, if they're hitting nethering grass, there's so much follow-up CC that an individual member of Zyra Zaddies will die. So that is the path to victory that they have, because yes, team fights are going to be very one-sided. If the game is close, Zyra Zaddies is slightly ahead.
I think if Jinx gets a Quicksilver sash, maybe like second item, there's not a whole lot they're gonna be able to do anymore. Like the only other person they're gonna be able to lock down maybe and take care of is maybe Vex. They can try to do it to Wukong, but Wukong will probably still get a good amount of burst off and be able to do something before he actually dies. You don't want to waste those ults on Malphite. Yeah, that's it. It's gonna be really difficult.
A big change from last game. Homosexual has a starting item, so different strategy coming out from Homosexual in game 2.
Homosexual with the gameplay, just setting up. I don't know. My brain was just going somewhere with that one, and my words were not going with it. It's the pro plays. Who needs items when you're playing Tryndamere? But when you're playing Malphite, maybe you need some mana generating items.
And opting for that mana generating, not a Doran shield. So, man, I'm just going to use my Granite Shield, and that'll be all I need versus you. Exchanging some health bars in the mid lane. Skippy just putting on the hurt.
Yeah, Malzahar is very, very weak early, whereas Vex might have a little bit of an advantage in that position there. Especially if she like starts to level up her shields, then even if he does land the miasma on her, she just shield block it. At level 2. So let's do it. Let's fight.
Ooh.
Electrocute.
There's a little exchange. I do believe that Vex has a way of sequencing her abilities where the shield is actually not going to be able to stop the fear coming out of Vex here if used correctly.
Interesting. Top Twink trying to put the pressure on, but also losing a lot of HP to minions and the little bit of poke that Malphite has. So this is going to look a little risky.
That grasping root finds the target onto John, who's trying to trade back some HP. And once again, the double poke team is finding themselves pushed in. Mars kind of single-handedly, John doing a great job of making sure that they are not falling behind in this bot lane. And no TP this time for John, just the barrier.
You know, it's been so long since I've seen Jinx not play with the skin that I'm like, oh wow, that looks like the Arcane skin. And it's like, that's basically just real Jinx now.
Homosexual in his top lane is doing a great job every single time that shield is up, walking forward Seismic Shard and just chipping down this Vayne HP. Junglers are clearing their path. Both have ended up on the top side, and now both have their eyes set on Scuttle. Fight over it. Italian salvage share, taking it away. And now trying to run down 3. Psy Hero using the tempo to force a flash out of Wukong first to arrive there.
Ooh, Top Twink, you are dangerously low. Oh, just takes a little bit of burst and ignite, and now Italian sausage is in there too. Run, doggo, run. You got the red buff burns on ya. Got them booty burns. Ooh, plants not being nice, but Karma shields say, I don't really care about the damage.
This is the position they want to be in, though. Having that rush control means the poke is so much more dangerous in that bot lane, and now kind of winning the HP here. And then the mid lane, Skippy leaning into Psy Hero. Both of these laners close to that 6 mark here. We'll grab it on the next wave.
Oh,
Rick arriving in the bot lane.
he's sniffing.
Sniff, sniff. Interesting. Malphite is rushing an AP build. We're not going to see a tank Malphite into that vein.
Yeah, who needs to tank when you can just take all of the HP bar away from your enemy laner?
I mean, when Hui's Hades is that squishy, yeah, sure. Let's just kill him. Treesh going into some low-level targets.
Oh, that slow lands there from the zap
the
and
root.
the root. Making it easy.
Nice.
Clean up. Jinx going, or John getting excited. Not going to be able to find a second kill, though, but one secured for Zyra Zaddies.
Brings us to 0-2, a little under a 1,000 gold lead going to Zyra Zaddies. Honestly, a really good spot for Malphite to just be hanging out here, where he can just kind of farm and not feel like he needs to aggressively pursue the Vayne under their tower. Very safe from the ganks. And then once they have any kind of backup, just blow them up.
Yeah, and he's also just getting really good poke from the Qs.
Yeah, exactly. Having that AP means so much extra damage on those Qs. Just sit back, wait for the shield, run up, and look at that. I mean, it's one auto attack for everything to land onto top Twink. It's like fifth of the HP bar in just one Q.
And that comet's just the icing on top.
Chip away.
Yes, Mr. Raccoon says, what is AP equals damage? Yes, AP means ability power. So basically just means magic damage. So we're going a magic damage build instead of a tank build.
Yeah, and one would think that the giant rock mountain
How?
goes unstoppable is going to be a tank, but instead,
doesn't
no,
get it.
can't find it. There
Canceled
was
the auto.
Trailing auto, no trailing shard.
Ooh, Vex missed their ult. There is 3 Void Grubs going over to Zyra Zaddies as well.
Yeah, it was a trade, so Warwick picking up that or Sahiro and Warwick picking up that dragon, or Salsich rather, picking up the dragon as Warwick. Man, this John and Mars doing such a phenomenal job here to keep this in Zyra at bay.
Ow.
Never fall.
I always love seeing Jhin versus Jinx. Like a fun fact, the guy who was the lead designer made both champions. He had recently been having backlash because he only made champions with 3-hit passives. So the next champion he made was Jhin, who has a 4-hit passive.
That is so funny. I love that fact. Mr. Raccoon says, I love a giant magical rock man. Don't we all? Especially when it blows up a little top Twink Vayne.
Yeah. Wayne the Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm. How?
Ooh.
And Malzahar really feeling that Vex poke.
Yeah, you want to talk about Malphite Qs? Now we'll talk about Vex Qs.
I was thinking maybe they would go for more of the shield max. Ooh, Zyra's in danger. Pow! Getting excited. Go, John, go!
Does he have rocket? He does not. Oh, John went barrier this time. He's not going to TP like he did last game.
Oh! Show that Twink who's boss. And that's a
Unstoppable
ghost.
in a Twink. Yeah, ghosting away here.
But we'll go the long way.
Wukong's on his way. Oh no.
Who's hopping
He
over?
makes the escape.
Oh, flash!
Spotted flash. Oh, that
Oh,
No.
plant not
so
enough
close.
to keep the Twink alive.
get topped, Twink. Grimrosie says, Sigh, I'm rooting for my villainous girly. Come through, Sigh. Sigh's getting bullied a little bit. So we'll see who comes out on top, though. They haven't gotten any kills in the mid lane. Siraku said, not Chroma bullying the Twinks. Not bullying. Accommodating their needs. Twinks like to be bullied.
Hey yo.
Hey. Mr. Raccoon said justice for top Twink. Ooh, flash, flash. Another grasp.
Sniff sniff.
Ooh, fear them under the tower. Maybe take the Warwick with them?
Oh.
Oh yeah, Italian
Gets the Warwick with
sausage
them.
goes down.
Ignite coming in clutch, making sure Warwick doesn't heal too much and potentially lives.
Wee.
Both of the neutral objectives coming up soon, so I would expect these junglers to make a play. If you're on the side of Waze Hotties, you just want to figure out where Zyra's is going and just take the opposite away. No sense fighting right now when you're a little bit down.
Rocket.
This rocket!
Ow.
Oh,
the
the
flash.
save. Mr. President.
Curtain
here.
call.
Okay,
And
right
now
back.
I'm gonna try to take on, the curtain call. Landing.
I'll just block it.
Most of them, but yeah, Mars, the shields, the positioning has just meant nothing can impede whatever John is trying to do here.
We're gonna make sure though all those grubbies do not go over to Zyra's Zaddies. We're gonna try to make it an even 3-3. They're paying it. They know what's happening. It is going slow, so maybe they can stop it. Oh!
They're moving
Explosion!
Unstoppable force here going in. He's trying to do something. Sausage gonna get struck by Skippy, who gets the reset
Oh,
then
Vex is
on
going
that
in.
Shadow Surge going in here. Gonna find the fear, flashing away his top twink, and now Wukong going in there with that Cyclone, hitting knockup number 1, knockup number 2. They're getting 2 of them down. Top
Not
twink
quite
just
enough.
living there. But 2 fall, and they claim some
Oh.
grubs. Homosexual says, I am Malphite, I can die, but going the HP route, maybe not enough HP.
Grim Rosie says, no twink bullying. Let me bully the twinks.
Reaching out trying to make something happen. And
Is it a
we'll
kill?
go
No!
Oh, execute.
Doesn't
1
get to touch
for
the monkey.
0. And
Monkey.
no, yeah, and all the CS now falls, and Homosexual looking to take, what is this, first tower once again. And every plate.
Game 1 flashback.
Dragon started up here by Hui's Hotties, but Zarazadis has spotted it, which means that Hui's Hotties will disengage from that objective. Great river control here from Mars on the side of Zarazadis.
I don't know, Soup. It's looking like Sam and I might have the right idea on the winning team here.
Just a tad. A tad.
I'm gonna be 2-0 for the night. We're gonna go for 3-0. But we'll see. It could easily flip. We've seen it flip in much worse situations. Ow! Oh my god! Storm Surge on Malphite. Explosive!
Opening up, which is a lot of damage to the back line. Threesh now trying to
Oh.
use some clones to
Oh,
juke
not
out.
quite.
Can't quite find it though. They are so low, which means that
Big
this
money to the Jin.
Jinx will be able to go, yeah, the deadly flourish, scaring them away.
Hello, Tender Kitty. Welcome. And Gurmosy says, I miss versing Skippy
Versing.
in mid. We always had the funnest matches. He's really good. I was like, what's VSing? Versing. Beck said, I'll just walk out of melee range. Come here. Whack.
It's
Oh, he's
actual
back?
repeat
Part two.
gank here.
He does not have the
Hanging out on
unstoppable
that
force
top
up.
side.
He will very soon, though, and
Yeah,
he's walking
so-
right for that vein.
Just living in that dark side of Hui's Hottie's jungle.
Ooh.
Oh, but there is
Good
another
combo.
craft here, and that's nothing that Skippy can do about that one. So a good.
Uh-oh, Malphite sees a low health target. He's got the unstoppable force. Whack. Pow. Slay.
the passive shield not quite up for Malzahar, so not going to be able to get away from that one, which means that Dragon... Oh no, they keep wanting to start up Dragon, but they never have the numbers.
Careful, I don't want to get against that wall.
And now,
She's ghosting. Run, Twink, run!
luckily, it's just a Wukong and not a Malphite, so you're safe this one time.
Mr. Raccoon's like, come back for Hui's hotties? Oop, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. We still got a 5,000 gold lead favoring Zyra Zaddies. They do have 4 grubbies, so they do have a slight increase in their damage to the turrets. Not going to be a huge thing, I don't think. Maybe they'll even out the dragons here too. We got 1 over on Hui's hotties. But a 5-0 Malphite with a finished Storm Surge and Malignance, that's going to be a whole lot of unstoppable forces.
Mateo is in the middle of the team. Now Salsa's trying to help him out, but immediately that means the ADC is down, and so it's just an excited Jinx in the back line and a huge Malphite front line here. But they're trying to just kite it out. Top Twink doing what he can here to put out the damage, but it's just too tanky. Now John, excited, trying to run down Taco Loki. The bars finding that there. And that means the top Twink is going to go down, and a decided 1 fight for Zyra Zaddies, although Homosexual did fall in that one. The one drawback to that glass cannon Malphite.
You know, you gotta give them something. You gotta give them a little hope. We don't want them to surrender. Yeah, that's a little ouchy. 6.6 thousand gold lead now going over to Zyra Zaddies and grabbing their first dragon. So it'll be 1-to-1 dragons. Looks like it's going to be a Cloud Soul for the game. The Cloud wins Quicken. Grimmer's saying John is living in her ADC era.
And John opting for that. Well, hold that. Unstoppable force arrives in the mid lane. Goodbye, Psy Hero.
Ouchie.
Interestingly, this is a Jinx with just Infinity Edge, so skipping.
We got disconnect.
Player. We do have a DC. We'll see if there's a pause soon. Perhaps.
Oh, they're back.
Back soon. Sausage.
Sausage.
Get away, but kiting the wrong direction here, and that means a Warwick.
There's the pause.
There's the pause.
Malphite caused the Twink to have connection issues with all that abuse. I'm not Twink bullying, Malphite is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's see here. They do get an extra 500 gold for taking the next dragon, an extra 500 for taking the next Baron. So they do have a chance to come back if they get a couple shutdowns there. A bunch of free shutdowns on the Jinx. A little bit of a shutdown on the Wukong.
A summoner has reconnected.
Interesting.
Okay.
So Jin did pick up Static Shiv first. Is that normal for Jin? I feel like that's kind of weird.
Yeah, right now that's actually a very popular build on Jin. It seems to be the go-to. I'm not, honestly, I'm not 100% sure why that is. If it just helps to give Jin some wave clear that otherwise doesn't normally have access to. Obviously, there's that movement speed. The full build is to go like Static Shiv into Rapid Fire Cannon. So you're just able to put out damage from a very, very safe distance and kind of you're around to clear waves and then provide utility to the team, not necessarily do a lot of damage until a third item.
Yep, absolutely right. It's also good into Jinx because she has a lot of wave clear herself, so it's to help him out too, so he's not always pushed in.
Oh, and Mithra says it's a free W proc, I think. I could see that. The freeze should stop here in just a second. It always does that when we're going to pause.
A little damage, yeah. On the other side, John skipping like a Kraken Slayer static himself and just opting to go straight IE, which means that not delaying any crit for this Malphite Homosexual putting out a ton of damage. Any squishy is just going down, especially when that Ignite is up.
Boy, oh boy. Homosexual out here just bullying everyone tonight.
Homosexual really.
Never fall.
Karma said, let's play a game. Come here. Oh, here comes Warwick. He could definitely turn this fight around.
Yep,
He's sniffing.
Available. Oh, just going through. There's the suppression.
Oh, the curtain call
Fidel
gets her.
will find it.
Did that Rift Herald just walk up to that without ramming? Maybe I just missed it. Get in!
Oh!
Oh boy.
Oh, will the bird
This is
take it down?
huge. Oh, the shield.
Oh, the shield.
Skippy.
Oh, a
living
third one? No, it goes
in the
down.
back mid here, the Selfish, but there's no longer a turret, which he's gonna have to flash out top. Twink here ghosting in.
Ooh.
1v2 though, and there's somebody and another unstoppable homosexual to just make sure that ghosting vein is just not a thing. That HP bar went away faster than I could blink.
It's just so funny seeing the little top tweak vein ghosting in at the speed of light just to get bam, gone. That was iconic.
Wait, Toddy's trying to make something happen here. You know, you gotta hand it to him. If there's a play, even a chance, they've got to go for it. Ooh, Rocket just missing there. It does feel like Toddy's just kind of full sending any engagement. Maybe there's some hope Medeo on the backside of this one, trying to find
Getting
something
excited.
on who's now
Pow.
excited.
Oh, good W.
We're excited. Ow. Run, tweak, run.
Flash.
We have now broken about a 12,000 gold difference. 5 to 23. Ouchie, ouchie. Oh, homosexual.
God.
This is harassment. That's it. We've got to report homosexual for beating up the twinks.
Whew.
And everybody else. Man, Storm Surge into Malignance into Shadow Flame. Like, we're not going any tank at all. We are just going pure die. And then being finished with their third item, potentially starting to work on their fourth here soon. We've got Vayne still working on their very first item, and the rest of the team also working on their first or their second item. No one finished with their second item yet.
Oh!
Five members.
Another grasp.
That is here to defend the base and
Oh!
trying to do
Take him
something with that desert
down.
grasp. It's just not enough. Wow, so much damage there put down by Psy Hero just in a 1v5. That's a great time to go 1-for-1 and get some big shutdown on the homosexual.
Heck yeah. If you're going to shut down anybody, even if you're going to die, you might as well get the extra 1,000 gold almost for shutting down that rock.
Get that money.
That manny hanny.
Oh, and look on they are taking this Baron, albeit a little slow, and I think Zyra and Jin are actually trying to see if they can squeeze out a dragon take during this. They can. Zyra does take it pretty well, but is it going to be fast enough?
It will be if they all go back.
They don't know about it, so they're going to have it. So a sneaky little play there to find a huge shutdown onto Malphite, and potentially, it looks like certainly now with the Smite arriving, grab this dragon.
Nice.
So finding something there, being 12,000 plus gold down.
And I also believe that's objective bounties too.
Oh yeah, they got 600 gold on each bounty right now for objectives. For towers, they get 300 or 480 for tier 2s.
That's huge. Now the biggest bounty is John here. Let's see if they can get to this Jinx, but you've got to get through a gigantic homosexual. Good flash from Psy Hero. Preserving that shield means that homosexual can't just go in. Now he can. Knocking it down.
Now he can.
Knocking it down with a seismic shard.
I definitely would have went for that, especially when the Malzahar didn't have flash there. Just send it.
Send it.
It's full wave clear duty for Quay's Hotties. And
Uh-oh.
the death push from Zyra's Hotties. It's the salvage. The salvage will find, and now they're just going to go ahead and command for a tower dive here. There it is, the unstoppable moving through. Top Twink trying to 1v1 in the top lane. Skipper on that Vex, they're gonna just take care of Vayne. It is nearly a full wipe here as just Medeo is in base. Zyra having to recall.
When you got that Baron, you might as well just push it all the way in. They got some grubbies help them out. We got the full team up and 3 down on Hui's Hotties. This might be a game right here.
2 inhibitors down. They have Baron. They might look for it here. They've been aggressive so far, trying to end this one out. Curtain Call opens up. She got some big HP bars. They're not able to get through. Taco Loki dares to step forward, and the whole HP bar gone. Solid's trying to find something on the side. And that test lands, doesn't go through. Unfortunately, the rocket also going wide means that Warwick lives a little bit longer, but still all 5 members of Zyra Zaddies are alive, and they've gotten, and it's a 3v5 situation they're finding themselves in here.
She's stuck in the turret.
HP bars are getting low, John. Going down a big shutdown to go into the support here.
That may be enough to hold it off for there for a second.
It does. Staved off elimination for the time being, and they did collect a lot of gold that they'll be able to spend as they try wave base defense number 2 here in a few minutes.
And that's the Jinx shutdown. Did we know who it went to?
Zyra, Taco Loki on Zyra picked up the step down onto Jinx there. Which, I mean, if you're going to have it on someone, it's great to have it on. If it has got to be a support, that's the right kind of support. Those poke mages are great users of all that gold.
And Malphite sitting on 13,000 gold in total this game. Oh, Death Rocket almost taking down Zyra from a long down the ways.
Oh no. Part 2? Oh no.
Blink flashing into
she's
yet
burning.
Another Mars snare lands on enough to end it and somehow surviving, but Zy Hero came to assist, will be the death instead, and now Reach is gonna walk up, try to do something to this Warwick, and the whole team descending on the base. This actual recalling does not have teleport available, so they're without that Malphite here.
Gotta get all those objectives, make sure there's no chance of them turning this around. Curtain Call!
It opens up, Shadow Surge answered by Skippy and Skipper, who'll take away Medea's health bar, but deep inside the base means that Vex goes down. Another shutdown to Zyra here. Now Wukong Cyclone in the middle trying to hold down everyone, but will also fall. Great kiting so far. John finding 1-2 kills, very excited, trying to kite away, and now Homosexual Malphite has arrived. Unstoppable force, triple kill for John, looking for the penta. There's a quad going down. Is that
You get it?
Is it?
I think it's a Quadra.
Please? Feed?
Sexual.
for stealing the pentakill there at the end?
Twink and penta stealing. That's a bannable offense. Oh my god.
The client there just making us wait on bated breath as it announces everything else before the kill.
Seriously.
What a end of game 2.
IPNA said reported Malphite for the grief. John said, to be honest, I stole most of his kills, so kind of deserved. And Gunny says, who hurt you, friend? Chat only. Oh my goodness. Well, Soup, who do you think was MVP for this game?
Funny enough, I think it's actually not who you think it would be.
Okay.
I actually want to say it's Mars here. We were talking about the Jhin Zyra being super strong, and Mars just made sure John had such an easy time bot lane. It was really hard for John to get online, but Mars just made sure it was smooth sailing for him.
Okay,
I
what do
may
you
not
think,
have
Sam?
agreed with you in the pre-game predictions for the teams, but I 100% agree with you on this MVP. I think Mars, she did such a phenomenal job on that Karma. That's not an easy lane, Jhin Zyra to walk into, and Mars was hitting the shields, making sure the poke was landing, and then all throughout the game, they were always in the most forward brush, threatening a snare, threatening damage, and making sure and winning the vision game, which just helped Zyrazadis accelerate. So I loved the way that Mars helped control this game from Zyrazadis, and I agree with you. Well earning an MVP for this game too.
That was 2 games in a row where Mars really just shut down like a really hard lane to go against. So congratulations, Mars, on MVP. Woo. He said, I'm honored, my first MVP. Mars, I feel like we've given you an MVP before. I'm like 95% sure we've given you one before. Maybe we just missed it in the stream. Because I know I've given you one. It might have been last season. First one for this season. Got the invite from Homosexual. Hop on in. Okay, it looks like they're already starting to load into this too. We're gonna have some quick games. This never happens. There's always a technical error. There's a attorney code issue. Someone disconnects. The whole thing. We wait 30 minutes. Like this is just like we're gonna be done before. I keep forgetting that I'm on a different time zone. So right now it is 8:45 in Chicago.
8:45 in Chicago right now, and I was with a pause last game too. So we are really.
Yeah, normally we're like going to like 10:15, but I think today we're gonna be done by like 9:30. I love that. That means more time for TFT.
More time for Syndra reroll.
Yeah, no more Syndra reroll. It's not there anymore. Go to the conference screen. Okay, there were some other things that said maybe on stream, but in our hearts. Oh yeah, for MVP for Mars. We've definitely at least talked about how Mars probably deserved like an honorable mention. Like I think most of the time that we've seen Mars play, Mars is just a solid laner. I think we've seen you play in the top lane a few times, if I remember correctly. Gunny says that's the Pearl strat to get Lux unbanned. I love it. I'm living for it. I'm so sick of Lux bans. It's honestly just straight up homophobic. Skippy says, yeah, now it's Ari and Zoe. Oh, and in TFT, yeah, Ari Zoe is huge right now. It's majorly contested, but I don't feel like it's an auto top 4, or at least it's not an auto like top 2. It's definitely strong, but it's an okay comp. Like it's a viable one that doesn't always succeed. I tried it once and I did not do well. I think I even had the wallop augment for Poppy, and I still didn't win it. Oh, Chaotic's messaging me. What did he say? Flex maybe? It's Tuesday. You know I'm streaming on Tuesdays. Get off my lawn. Mithra says if you ban Lux and Pearl, you ban 5 rolls, 2 OP to stop. Did Lux get any new skins recently?
The Lux jungle? The Lungle, as they say.
The Lungle?
Ew.
Ew, I don't like that. Oh, who are we going against, Sam? Who's the new team?
Who is the new team? We've got game 3. Zyra's Zaddy's taking on Mulder's Snacks.
Smolder Snacks. Enter. Smolder Snacks. There we go. The star said, my fire alarm went off in my apartment building and made me lose. Wow. Searching for all the reasons now, huh? My fire alarm in my building actually went off last week. It was like I was like my 5th day living here, and it just went off, and it went off for 2.5 hours. I was like, this place has got to be burning down. But like they kept like trying to turn it off, but it just like wasn't working. So it was just like this piercing screeching sound for 2.5 hours that I could like not hear for like the rest of the night. It was at like 10 p.m. to like 12 a.m. So it was late. Thank you, Blaine, for the bits and the wet fart. Really appreciate it.
Yes.
Yes. Don't ever say that again. Oh my god. Blaine, pick a different sound effect. I'm so sick of your gas in my ears. I wonder what our other sound effects are. I haven't really gone through like what our I forget what they're called.
Daddy chill.
Daddy chill. That's a good one. Thanks, Lane.
What the hell is that?
What even the hell is that? We're just waiting for John and Homosexual to hop back in here. Maybe they're taking another potty break.
Yeah, everyone's staying hydrated. You'll love to see it.
I'm over here on my second cup of coffee for the day. Haven't had to pee yet, but I got the zoomies. Whee!
Ooh.
It's still early here. I can drink coffee and not even be worried about it now. It's not even 7 o'clock. The benefit of being on Los Angeles time is I can have coffee right before the stream and it won't affect my sleep at all. Oh, Jesus. Blaine! That one actually scared me a little bit. That came out of nowhere. My poor ears. I'm gonna be hearing that sound effect for the rest of the night in my head, to be honest. Just that loud screeching moan. Gunny says, they are good, but fall a little flat, Chulents. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. But where's my Discord but-ums? I don't ever use my soundboard. Where is it? There it is. Ha! Ha ha! What else is in here? I don't have any of the CMSA ones, I don't think. No, I just got quack, air horn, crickets, golf clap, sad horn, and but-ums. How do I get my CMSA sounds? Because we have sounds, right?
We should.
Who just farted? It was Blaine again. I should have known. Blaine says, I'm a man of the people. Oh, Moonbeamy said, Blaine, I need another fart. There's way too much gas in the stream. Y'all need to take some Lactaid. Ooh, they said, we are ready. We may be getting into the game.
Get us in there.
Let me in. Let me in. I haven't seen that meme in a hot minute. Now it's all very demure, very mindful. See, I go to work, just a little chichi, not my chochos. I go to the job the way I went to the interview. I had no idea that was a TikTok, but like all my friends were saying it, and I just assumed it was just like something that people were saying nowadays. Very demure. And then it just like popped up. I was like, oh, it's all making sense now. Plain says, what can I say? People are gassing me up. Quite literally.
I honestly thought demure was just a made-up word. I didn't know
I thought so
demure is
too.
an actual word.
Yeah. It's like, what is it, like classy or like...
Yeah, like modest.
Oh. This raccoon says, you guys really cursed this by saying, oh wow, we're moving so quickly tonight. You're right. I shouldn't have said anything. Not until we got a champ select. Seriously, it is what it is. I mean, we're still getting through. Like, I think they're about to start.
We're about to get.
There we go.
Yeah, they said we
Skinny
good.
says we good.
Yeah, Skinny and Skippy. Like, this is your fault in so many ways. At least that's what the people are saying. The people may be right. Period. We have had much longer wait times, though, and we are getting in now to the band phase.
Okay,
No
Walmart.
Mordekaiser. No Walmart. We're going to Costco.
Got that membership.
You don't have to be afraid of me.
Who wants to be my Costco daddy?
Not a problem.
How much is a membership anyways?
I know they have tiers. Like there's like a regular membership and a premium one. I don't know prices though.
Maybe if I had one nearby. So we got a Maokai ban, Ari ban, Mordekaiser, Pike, Misfortune, and Wukong. A lot of the previously chosen champions look like Wukong, Maokai, Ari, Mordekaiser. We got a Lilia on the first pick, and another
Smolder.
John going Smolder again here. We'll see if he takes that teleport tech early on.
I live for it. Gunny says, but more importantly, what hump day plans do people have for tomorrow? Says, I cut my garage power line in half with a shovel today, so that's my day shot this week. That's very unfortunate for you, Gunny. I'm so sorry to hear that. Ooh, we got a Vi. I love seeing Vi. I'm just curious if they're going to go the lethality build, if they're going to go the bruiser build, or if they're going to try to assume the tank role here. And the nightmare that is Yorick has also been chosen. So that's going to be a Lilia in the jungle, not in the top lane, which I've been seeing a lot. And then Yorick going top. It's Seraphine!
Seraphine.
Yeah, hitting the high notes here in the bot lane.
Now let's get a Lux on their team. Do the Lux Seraphine bot lane.
Seraphine, that would have the AP central.
They got Yorick. They're fine.
Yeah, Yorick is a lethality crit builder now, so we're fine.
Yeah, easy. Another Karma game from Mars.
Karma, run it back.
Okay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, the hyper carry Karma lane has been working super well here for Mars John.
I need Mars on 20 kills this game now.
20 kill support Karma.
Yeah.
Mr. Raccoon said preventable maybe with the cut in the cord, and Gunny said inevitable, some are saying. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Says Blaine. That usually works. At least that's what my internet company says. No Tryndamere, no Kale. I mean, if anyone was gonna maybe outpush the Yorick, Tryndamere might have been the option there.
Yeah, and Tryndamere doesn't really care what Yorick does. I'm caged, I will spin.
Spin! Mars says, this is the most Karma gameplay I've had in like 2 seasons. Have people just not been banning it and you just like get to play it? Or like what? Is it just like a new champion for you? What's the mindset behind these Karma picks? No Echo. And no Articuno. Let's get a Trundle. That's a pretty good answer for Yorick. Trundle's pretty solid.
Yorick, yeah, I think I very much like that pick here, and then preserving the counter pick for Skippy now in the mid lane this time.
Lots of AP here. What's the AD gonna be?
Who needs AD when you have Yorick?
Oh, true. My bad. The lethality.
They haven't picked an ADC yet, so... Oh, no, it's going to be APC Hui, maybe?
Or have they?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so APC Seraphine in the bot lane, Hui mid. This is interesting,
okay.
to say the least.
That team. Right, Smolder Snacks. Lock it in the AP ladies.
Mars says, I usually play top now, so I'm not support anymore. It's a nice refresher. Oh, good for you. Yeah, we have so many support players. I can see how it can be hard to get into support sometimes. And we got Syndra for the last pick. Okay, down the line. Soup, what do we think?
So we've been here before. But I think this time, we're just gonna go with the Smolder again, and especially since you've got Mars again on that Karma, they've already shown what they can do. So I have full faith that they can do it again.
Okay, that's a fair assumption. Sam, what do you think?
I like that you said Smolder, because I can just say the same thing. I'm gonna cheer for Smolder this game, and I'm effectively cheering for both teams because we've got Smolder and Smolder's Snacks. But I I don't know. I have so much faith in what Smolder Snacks have put together. It looks crazy to me, but this is my favorite time to be wrong in these situations. I have no faith in their team composition, and that's why I'm gonna say Smolder Snacks is gonna have this one. I think that there's some way of reading this map that's gonna make Yorick unbeatable. They have a pretty good team fight, 3v3 and 2v2 with the Lilia, Seraphine, Blitz sort of trio here. It's not much of a early game out of the bot lane once again for Zyra Zaddy, so I would love nothing more than to see Smolder Snacks run away with this one.
Okay, interesting decision. So my thoughts are, I don't know how Gogi Daddy plays. I don't think I've seen them play. If I have, I don't remember what they're like in lane. But I do know how Homosexual plays in the top lane. And if there was going to be something that's going to be able to handle Yorick besides a Tryndamere, the Trundle is probably a decent pick for it. So I'm vying for the Trundle coming out on top here, which when you look at Smolder Snacks, Yorick is one of two possible win conditions. And if Yorick is taken out, then it becomes very, very slim pickings for Smolder Snacks to come out on top. Especially if Yorick's going to gold the full like damage build, he's not gonna be able to tank for the team, and Blitzcrank can only tank so much. So the only other win condition that Smolder Snacks has is gonna be the Hui. The Hui getting ahead and being able to take out the big targets like the Syndra, the Smolder, will be huge. I don't think he's gonna be able to take out the Trundle or Vi, especially if the Vi goes for like an off tankier build. Seraphine makes me nervous with the low amounts of damage. Yeah, she's got some decent CC, but they don't have a ton of damage to follow it up. Lilia's a little slow. If Yorick gets shut down, then you don't have the Yorick. It's just very, very dependent. Whereas, like we said, looking at Zyra Zaddy's, we got the really powerful bot lane with the Smolder and the Karma. We already know they're probably gonna be able to handle whatever poke comes their way from the Seraphine. Maybe Blitzcrank will disrupt that a little bit and catching some of them out, but I don't know if Seraphine's gonna be able to follow up with enough damage. Period. So I think when it comes down to team fights, Trundle's either gonna be an amazing split pusher that outmatches the Yorick, or if they decide to 5-team fight, the Vi Trundle combination is just going to be really, really good. I think it's just going to come out on top over Smolder Snacks. But the ruined Karma.
I also think that Smolder Snacks has a really good way to answer their engage too. When you have something like a Trundle and a Vi, whose main purpose is to get in there, that's a really good, you can find some really good Seraphine ult angles, and I think that should be the cherry on top to allow this way to take over the game for Smolder Snacks.
They are playing the Daddy Trundle skin, so I think they might have just won the game as is.
6-pack diff.
The Peach Gum in Tootsby. Death by Noob. There's some fun names. Are we getting an invade? Are we getting one? No, they're just being safe. It's Blitzcrank. Come on, get in there.
Blitzcrank, get in there.
Come on.
Go Tootsby, go.
I want blood.
Blood. No, they're gonna be safe.
John once again opting for that teleport and Dorn's ring start on Smolder. So very safe. Runes, masteries.
Yeah, you know, just always be prepared for potentially being bullied. And if you don't get bullied, then just use it to be even more aggressive. Why not?
Well, and especially when you're in a lane where your opponent, especially if you're against like AP mages or Seraphine in the bot lane, they're often taking teleport. So it's the one time you can easily get away with cutting a summoner, a combat summoner, and answering with teleport as well.
Speaking of that, we have so many teleports this game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teleports. League of teleport.
We could flip the map at a moment's notice here.
I like how Blitz isn't even like helping with the leash. She's just like, yeah, I'll just vibe here. I'm very anxious to see how Gogi Daddy does in this top side. We know homosexual was very oppressive. If Gogi can shut him down, I'd actually kind of like to see a game where homosexual doesn't stomp on everything.
Well, Goji took that ignite, so playing very aggressive with the combat sum and the TP versus homosexual.
Yeah, no flash at all. No ghost.
Maybe he knows something about this. Did start Dorn Shield though.
Skinny with good damage.
I do love listening to top lane as they grunt on like every ability on both champions. They're just
they're putting their full body into it.
Mm-hmm. That they're putting their 6-packs into it. Ooh, double snare.
Ooh.
Funnel being very aggressive with the vision. I love when the top laner participates in jungle vision. It makes such a big difference.
Right.
Ooh, Skinny.
Ooh.
Rest in your rightful place.
Vi is hovering on the top side. Yorick might be in danger here. Lilia heading for the mid. Ooh, they're gonna meet on this crab. Duke it out. Duke it. Duke it. Dukey. Pow. Cinder's got the upper hand on the angle here. It looks like the crab is gonna go over to Vi.
Okay, and Hui will say hi.
She gets it. And that York is being very aggressive, knowing the Vi is right there. All right, he is taking the opportunity to back off. He's like, okay, we're good now. We're good. It's just a prank. It's just a prank.
Once again, John and Mars in his bot lane are finding that initial crash into their turret and then bouncing back. They managed to get a big HP lead against Seraphine, who has had the biggest poke range of the night in the top lane.
They're duking
now
it.
Leaning all in on Goji Daddy, who's just going to rise up that Dark Procession and walk away from there.
We could look for something here. John doesn't
Smolder
have
has no mana. He's eating his snacks.
The Smolder snacks.
Which makes it weird because Smolder Snacks is on the other side.
But would you do it for us? Oh, good hook.
Knockup lands. There's just no mana available for this Seraphine, and so John barely taking any damage.
But would you do it for us, Smolder Snack?
No, it's a Smolder Snack. Yeah. Oh.
Just my slight cameo was discussed from Inside Out.
Mr. Raccoon said, who would win in a fight, Smolder or Scooby-Doo? Smolder?
I think Scooby would run.
Yeah.
Even with the Scooby snacks, Scooby would run.
The maiden is free, but Gogi has no mana to make any major use of it, so it's just there to clear some wave. Uh-oh. They were able to secure all 3 grubbies. Get out. Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Death by Noob following with
What?
that flash. Lilia prancing behind. Vi gonna use that Vault Breaker just to get away.
Come on, skinny Treesh. And that was not a typical trade. No dragon being exchanged for those grubbies right off the bat.
Oh.
Pow. Uh-oh. And the execute from the Syndra.
A late first blood there. Yeah, Unleashed Power just enough to pick up that kill for Skippy McSkipper.
That did not feel like first blood. It's already been so bloody.
Right, there's been so many fights. And yeah, first blood in about 7 minutes. I'm curious to see if that kill going to Syndra is going to make a huge difference in this mid lane. Because I definitely see this mid lane being a teeter. Whereas if Quay does get a lead, then it could very much be like a huge impact for Smolder Snacks. Whereas I don't feel like Syndra even needs to get fed. She just needs to not lose to this way, and they have the upper hand on Zyra Zaddies.
Already in a great position, having that
Ooh.
just missing there. Having that lost chapter and has effectively pinned way into lane. We'll go back now and we'll pick up more of an item here. See what she does with that.
We have Mom, but we do not have Blitzcrank ult.
Ult is nice. He's gonna rip that
Ooh,
shield
Encore going
right
down.
off here.
Encore.
Oh.
They're burning. They're burning. Safe.
Yes, but the flash was used, and that was without Toonsby having ultimate available. So this bot side has a lot, and no damage items really on Seraphine. So Seraphine goes back and finishes up that lost chapter. But Mars
skinny.
trying to find something, flash for flash here, and with a TP back, suddenly this gives Zyra Zaddy the edge.
Again,
Interesting.
that TP tech.
DP tech. Ooh, another fight.
Hook in the bot lane, a fight to the death happening in the top lane at the same time. John moving in on Toonsby, who's way out, far from the getting minion block there, having to turn around, and that's a kill.
Burning.
Going over
She's
to
burning.
Smolder.
Watch the bowling ball.
I knew. Yeah, I can't have it.
Really
up.
good push back from that Vi Q. Making sure Tootsie doesn't go in. His buy doesn't get anywhere.
I said, I know you're in here. Ugh. The grunts and the meows.
Good cage.
I think it's really interesting that Seraphine is rushing the Rod of Ages first. I would think they would want to rush some more damage, but they're just going for some more survivability. Are they planning to just take more of like a damagey support route and maybe supporting the Yorick and Hui? Oh, homosexual caught out there. Zoomies.
Oh,
For the
so
first
close.
time, we've seen a top laner get the better of homosexual here.
Mm.
I think you're right about the Rod of Ages angle here. You have the Yorick with the Brutalizer now going towards lethality, and with Seraphine having Conqueror. Rather
That
have
is
her
such
do...
an interesting combination.
Just stay alive a long time in these fights and just output as much damage as possible. Interesting angle here for this Peach Gum on Seraphine. Maybe they felt like they just needed a little bit more late game to match this Smolder.
See how it goes. It's still anybody's game. We're only 1-2. There's about a 700 gold lead, 600 gold lead favoring Zyra Zaddies, which is almost nothing. Grubby fight.
Up, yeah, by the snacks. But it's Zyra Zaddies who now has the snacks on the retreat. Just has wave clear. It's not going to have that available against the poke of Peach Gum, but back on the top side of that, these grubbies have started to fall on the side of Zyra Zaddies, but Smolder's wants to do
catching
something
the
about
ult
it.
here.
Threesh going in here on Death by Noob as the two junglers here duking it out, trying to find something. Drowsy going down. There might be a turn. Skinny Brink has the damage and will help Death by Noob take down that Vi. So the smite now unavailable.
We're thinking dragon.
Wow.
These two are gonna go do it so slow though.
Yeah. It is not a quick one in that part of the map for sure. They're gonna have to keep this bot lane zoned out as Mars can definitely in an Mantra inner flame and do a lot of damage to that dragon. I don't know if there's any real burst available. Oh, but that hook lands onto Tootsby, but there's just no HP available. John will take him out with that that Super Scorcher Breath.
Is vying for it.
But they did start it up, and ultimately it does go for Smolder Snack. Dragon is secured.
Is that the ulti?
Oh!
Oh my.
Another one there. Unleashed power enough for Cinder to pick up kill number 2.
And we've got kills on the 2 carries for Zyrazades. We've got 2 going to Smolder, 2 going to Syndra. The only other person I want to see get some kills is maybe Trundle, and they're really set to put some pace into this game. Homosexual said, I'm not doing that trick again where I walk up to your turret and get stuck there.
How's the Smolder doing? What's our stack check?
Smolder is at 91 stacks.
All right.
Not too shabby here. Essence Reaver now completing, so pretty much unlimited mana for the dragon.
This isn't even his final form. I wonder how many times they actually say that in Dragon Ball Z. Ooh, duke it out, duke it out. Trundle is stuck.
Ignite.
The kitties are rude. Oh, he's staying? That is dangerous, girl. That is dangerous. That's a full health Yorick. Trundle does have his ult up. Said, I'm not missing this wave.
So much healing from the W.
Yeah. We're kind of even on objectives too, so we do have 1 dragon on Smolder Snacks. No dragons over for actual Smolder on Zyrazades. Uh-oh!
But 1 dragon for Blitzcrank pulling in John, and that means that an early death here for the very, very careful Smolder player. So perhaps there is damage as Rod of Ages now completed, and maybe that's all Smolder Snacks needed is that Blitzcrank rocket grab just wide.
Smolder became the snack.
Smolder.
Unfortunately, though, the kill did go to Blitzcrank, so not going to the Seraphine for a little bit of extra gold.
But she's farming immaculately, so making up for the lack of gold here. 122 farm, probably gonna close in on 10 CS a minute here if they continue this pace.
Rift Herald now. Thinking maybe it should be used on the bot lane. Maybe try to get them out of the bot lane and start roaming.
See who's carrying it.
I would love to see it used on the bot lane, and I agree with you. By using that on the bot lane here, get this Seraphine and Blitzcrank unlocked into the rest of the map, because this rocket grab can be so punishing. You already see it be punishing the bot lane, but in Fog of War, it's even harder to get around that. And so I think it'd be great to see Smolder Snacks try to unlock their bot lane, get them moving around the rest of the map.
Oh,
nice.
Point blank rocket grab. Mom coming down, but Encore bringing John back. The root lands. There's just enough shield from Mars. It's going to be turned around. Ignite ticking down, forced to flash, but Mars has a flash to follow. That empowered inner flame taking him down, and John just barely alive. On the top side, though, Goji Daddy, Homosexual, will get his revenge on Goji Daddy there with a little help from his jungler.
Yeah, you know what? Homosexual and Trish said, let's not let Yorick punish this lane. Let's go punch him in the face real quick. And that Vi did. She punched him right in the face.
Our closest game of the night here through 16 minutes and 1 minute before Dragon spawns. I don't think either team feels like they have to just give this one away. So look to see a team try to gain some vision control and a fight there off of Dragon.
And there it is, 3 for 3. Home
Oh,
takes
Lilia put him to
all
sleep
of
from
first
long
turns.
distance. She gonna reach him?
Range lullaby. Can you run down homosexual?
Oh, the
Has
pillar.
the pillar. And that's enough.
Dang, a lot of resources wasted by Lilia, but I mean, I guess she canceled the back.
Well left, dreams.
Oh, is she gonna cancel again?
She gonna do it again?
No, not
Oh,
quite.
never mind.
Would have been huge though. Now that means that the inside track is going to go to.
Herald just drops top.
Oh, the TP goes down.
Very smart to go to a minion while that thing's getting beat up, but
Right.
I don't want to be there. Run, girl, run.
Fortunately, the Rift dies, so no second hit on tier 2 tower.
Hashtag worth the teleport.
Oh my god, Blitzcrank
Zoomies.
actually says zoomies in that skin. That's awesome.
That's why I've been saying it so many times. Ooh, that is some big damage.
Oh!
And Peach just gets a rain destruction down on this bot lane. Mob came through, but it just was not enough of the help there. And so these double mages plus this Blitzcrank being very, very hard to deal with for Zyra Zaddies as they push towards that bot turret.
Yeah, and the love has been really spread out on Smolder Snacks now, with every single one of their players getting 1 kill, which I think is ideal for their situation. We don't want just one person that we have to take care of. We want multiple threats. Even if they're not huge threats, we want everyone to be able to participate.
Another hook here.
Man, really locking down these targets, not giving them the opportunity to even
nice.
think about participating in a fight.
Sexual ghosting, but then just fleeing with the fear. Gochi Daddy scoring the kill, and well played by Guinea-Marink to make sure that that Grundle could not just run him down.
Turn the game around.
Yeah, dead even. 29.9 for both of these. And Dragon still looms large in this bot half of the map. But it sure feels like momentum is in the side of Smolder Snacks here with the pages just going off.
2 turrets to 2 turrets. Objectives pretty even. It could be anybody's game. We are getting later into the game, which I think favors Zyra Zaddies a little bit more. So I'm interested to see how it goes. Ooh. Yeah. They did just release Space Groove Blitzcrank in TFT, and it is super cute.
Does he also say zoomies?
I don't know. He might. He's expensive, so I didn't get him.
Oh, is it one of the ones where you have to like, guarantee to get it or
Yeah.
guarantee for it?
Yeah. So it's only like $60 to actually get it, and down goes Blitzcrank.
Well, they did secure that dragon, but unfortunately Blitzcrank went a little forward as the rest of Zyra Zaddies is here. They'll continue to follow that cease and desist. They're not going anywhere. Now Lilia trying to turn around with a big sleep, but it's just not enough. And now Zyra Zaddies on the retreat. The HP bar is getting low. Goji, you're going to be able to lock him down. Peach Gum, they are looking to try to secure something, but they just get the 2 kills and walk out of there.
Yeah, like Zyra Zaddies has really solid engage with the Vi ultimate, and even Trundle being able to kind of just walk in there at super speed with the karma boost. But the thing is, they don't have enough damage behind it right now to take care of their targets quickly. And Seraphine and Blitzcrank can turn those fights around very, very quickly, making it more in favor of them for them to be so close. So until they get more damage, maybe with the scaling of the Smolder or maybe a couple more kills on Syndra, they're just not going to be able to take care of these threats quick enough to make these engages worth it.
A scrappy fight here. It's 2v2. Truthsby forced to flash away, understanding that the support not necessarily going to win that 2v2 against ADC in jungle, but now trying to re-engage onto the Smolder, using that flat for the wall, but unfortunately did not have the angle, so a back up as the flash, the rocket grab. Now home of Sexual around, trying to find Truthsby. There's 1, there's 2, and that's going to be the pillar going and taking him down. So now You have Zyra's
Get the
Daddies
TP
in
here, too.
control of it.
Ooh, got the
the
stun on the
TP on the
Seraphine.
side. Good call out, Skippy moving in, and now they're just full sending it on to the Seraphine, who is now fallen. And Zyra's Daddies continues to march forward in his team fight, chewing through Smolder Snacks, who cannot get picked apart individually by that. Just moving together, getting that team fight that you talked about in the opener, Chroma, and winning it big.
Oh, and they're just continuing to keep going, keep going. Yeah, you know, we just added 2 more kills to the Syndra. We've got 2 extra kills on Trundle. Vi, who is now going a damage build, also just got an extra kill. So the damage is going to start piling up very, very quickly, and I don't think that's going to be a problem for them much longer.
TP here coming from Zyra's Daddies. Peach Gum trying to make something happen, but unfortunately running into Trundle, not probably the target you wanted to find there, Peach Gum, and another kill handed over to Zyra's Daddies. It just seemed like a moment ago it was 40,000 to 40,000, or 30,000 to 30,000. Now Zyra's Daddies about to eclipse 40,000 gold. They moved through that tier quick.
6,000 gold lead now. Like, that was so quick.
Yeah, and that was off of 1 fight. And they pushed all the way to the tier 3.
I see York going into a Last Whisper item right now, which is an interesting choice as well because they don't have any armor over on Zyra's Daddies right now, aside from some plated steel caps over on the Trundle. So I feel like there might have been a better buy there to maybe do some more damage. Maybe they just kind of figured they were going to go tankier, but no, Trundle and Vi both opted for just like straight up damage right here.
They want blood and I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, Smolder Snacks, they're playing a 6v5, Maiden's a champion.
Yeah. Something like that.
See, look at her. She's grouping with the team. She is very much a champion.
Wow, look at her go. Such a team player.
Ooh. Good attempt on the hook.
The siege is on. Curious to see if they're going to try to engage this. Reach says absolutely, sees an assist going on, but there's just no follow-up damage right now. And Threesh's HP bar getting so low, forced to flash away, but it's not enough. Shut down there onto Seraphine. And now Mars having to get out of there. The Maiden makes 4, and this siege is big in the mid lane.
You know, so it's just unfortunate that Syndra was caught up in the top side jungle with Trundle and Smolder in the bot side jungle.
Ooh.
But maybe they can make something happen now. Everyone's here except for the Vi. It's going to be hard to close that gap, though, without the Vi cease and desist. Ooh. Gets the stun off. Slow. Oh, no. Pow.
Let's find it. Skippy has been able to just find that, the unleashed power.
Ooh.
Thing Lullaby here available.
Oh, boy.
Rousey coming down. Homosexual just going to sleep in place. No follow-up there as John is making sure he can push off the members of Smolder Snacks. And now you're back to full HP.
Easy.
Easy.
Get that dragon now.
Shrimple.
It's free. Not the shrimple. This will be their first dragon if they can claim it. It looks like it's going to be an a Chemtech Drake. So Chemtech Soul for this game.
Did anyone else miss the old Chemtech Soul?
No.
Are we talking about like the beta Chemtech Soul, the one that just
I'm
made it
glad the
impossible
feeling's
to play the
mutual.
game?
Yeah, the make everybody invisible and everyone just suddenly die Soul.
Yeah, see, but what if everyone was Rengar?
Yeah, clear that vision.
So taking a look at the items, Smolder finishing an Essence Reaver into Maw Malmortius, so feeling the pressure from all the AP members of Smolder Snacks, and opting to build a little bit of tankiness. How is Smolder doing on the stacks here?
Smolder is currently sitting at 221. He's about to reach the execute
close.
range. I like how Lilia and Wei have the exact same build with their items in the exact same spot. It's just giving me my OCD brain like such good tingles. And it just changed.
But then the Doran's ring. No!
A little long.
Daddy in that bot lane. No teleport though, opting to teleport into the bot lane. So the focus is shifting on the Baron. And Ippy has the ability to answer a big fight there, but probably can't leave Yorick alone, and it's not going to be able to answer Yorick for very long.
Come here, cease and desist.
Oh!
She is running for her
Has to
life.
flash.
I mean, it did bring down the cease and desist, so I mean that's a pretty good exchange.
Feeling pretty comfortable though in terms of vision. They are so lucky to have that little scuttle available to them in front of Baron. So that's the only bastion of vision that they've got. They have a pretty good idea that Zyrazadis are not starting Baron, so they're kind of still just chilling. In fact, looking for a play here on the bot lane, I think. As Death by Noob skipping camps. Nope, going back here. Not seeing anything on Syndra.
Wait, Smolder can't use his Q on wards, can he?
On wards?
Not
No.
use Q on wards.
Ooh, Syndra's being collapsed on hardcore. Will the spell shield save her? Maybe?
It will.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no burn.
Ooh.
And 2v1, not even close.
Even with the ignite, wow.
That's Trundle for you. Especially a 7 and 2 Trundle. With Hull Breaker.
He is breaking this Yorick's Hall.
So give me that Hull.
At 7 and 2, how are Smolder Snack's going to answer this Trundle? I mean, if it can't be Yorick, they're going to have a very, very difficult time controlling the split push here. They're going to have to find some sort of pick. You do have Blitzcrank available to do it, but they've got to. Right now, Zyrazadis is in control of the vision game. Rocket grab lands. There's not really any follow up in the area. It does force a flash though.
Man, Trundle is so tanky. Full damage builds, still tanky.
They just want to siege up, poke these HP bars, get those Leandri's burns activated until HP bars fall low enough so that Blitzcrank can bring him in for the kill.
Yeah, I love how everyone's just kind of spread out, grabbing whatever gold they can. Just preparing for this next big fight, because I think this next big fight is going to make or break the game.
Yeah, teleport used here bot lane. They've got a temporary 2v1 advantage, but Skippy with that spell shield just going to be able to walk away from that, so that really changes the dynamic of this, because now you are short of teleport. And you also have a numbers advantage. Look at that dodging on display here by the Smolder, not even having to use that flap.
Said I got jukes. Juke, there it is.
Ooh. Big damage from the Lilia.
Yeah, unfortunately, Vi did dip for the dragon, so it turned into a 2v3. That might mean that they also get the dragon now. Maybe she can just take care of these two targets real quick and then get the dragon?
Oh, the locket! Cease assist on the support though, so doesn't have a lot of damage up for Death by Noob. You have Peach Gum available. That means it's a smite fight, and it is won by the Lilia, but is gonna lose the fight as 3 staying alive, and all 3 members who went there have now fallen.
They could potentially turn this for a Baron. They do have 3 down for the next 25 seconds. Oh, but they are going for the kill. That is greed right there, if I've ever seen it.
I respect it.
Yeah, Skinny just living and taking it down the smite, which prevents any opportunity to do that Baron. So big win here on the side of Smolder Snacks.
Oh.
Good counter siege for Zyra
Let's
Zaddy.
go do it. Or you can keep greeting.
They are just
demolish
down
here.
this. Teleport now.
Oh boy. So yeah, catch me. Leave my dragon alone. Trundle is out of mana, so maybe now's a good opportunity to be like, okay, maybe we're good. Ooh, caught the bowling ball. Is he gonna put him to sleep? She doesn't have her ult up.
Yorick now with the Frozen Heart. Really good into the Trundle. And the Vi as well, since she has the Triforce.
I love the dancing cats. They're so cute.
Hey.
Thinking Baron. Although, no, maybe not. Syndra and Trundle are hovering on the bot side.
If Skippy does have teleport available and at 7-0, a very, very strong split push threat, but so is Trundle.
Right.
I mean, at this point in the game, it's difficult for anyone to match that, so we'll see if they want to put anyone over.
I would say Trundle's a much bigger threat because he has Ravenous Hydra. Yeah, I guess he does have the Profane Hydra on the Yorick, but he's just not pushing as fast.
Yeah, I think I agree with this decision. Send Trundle as your split pusher. Both have teleport available, and let Syndra sit in the darkness, try to find a pick, because one, scatter the weak, you are into Unleashed Power, and you've got a very, very dead member of Smolder Snacks.
Right? Syndra
Smolder
does have
Snacks.
Hat now, she will hurt.
Oh yeah, and Smolder Snacks has vision on the Baron, so they aren't going to be baited into running off to the Baron and letting the Trundle just push all the way in.
It's all about vision right now. They have that top side locked down. They've got pinks they've just swept. They did miss this ward right on Baron, unfortunately. So they think that they're doing this blind, but in reality, Smolder Snacks has full vision of this Baron take, and they're beginning to try to descend on there. It does mean that Trundle on the bot lane is going to have a free-for-all, but they want to win this fight. They know they have numbers. They're going in here. That Lilia landing one thing, and now they're trying to collapse onto this Vi. The smite's gone. They're turning on this Baron. Have they turned this around? They have smite available. There it is. They've secured and effectively taken it, and will still be able to teleport to the bot lane before Trundle finishes this. Isn't going to be enough to hold on. Skinny is not the answer here for home. Who's going to try to run him down, and that means
he will succeed.
All
the teleports.
Yeah, they have to burn even more. Yeah, all the teleports. There were at least 3 available, so 2 is what was needed to stop this push.
Yeah, you might not be able to push all those Baron minions, Trundle. You might want to peace out.
A huge Baron take there, or power play for Smolder Snacks getting the money. Now, yes, they lost an inhibitor. Yes, they're getting pushed in, but at this time, you'll take a team fight win. You'll take a Baron, all the money you get from Baron, and hey, you got Baron minions to help against the siege now.
No kidding. And we've got Smolder at 291 stacks, nearly peaking at the 300 stacks. The executes could be dangerous in the next fight.
That's a lot.
Yeah, Toots be hitting the hero ward on Baron there. They had such great vision control the whole area, except for the one little ward that could, and that won them everything in that last engage.
Toots be tootin'.
See if there's anything can happen here at Dragon, or if they just give. It is only second Dragon for Zyra Zaddies, although Smolders would love to have it to claim Soul.
Yeah, they really just have to use this Baron to turtle and make sure their base doesn't get taken over by the 3 inhibs being down.
Yeah, this is really challenging. I think if I'm in the position of Smolder Snacks, I'm just calling to let them have this Baron and do as you say, turtle up, try to even the percentage gold lead a little bit. But instead they're looking for a pick, and they'd love to have a pick onto Homosexual. There's 4 members. The York Ghouls jumping in, but look how tanky is this Trundle. Barely taking any damage. The whole team now arrives to help in the Smolder. Execute. The Gigantorino is here. And moving on means a kill. Another kill for Syndra, who is now at 9-1. And look at that,
those
the
horns.
TP going down.
Yeet. So this is my game.
John pushing in the top, reclaiming, looking to reclaim the inhibitors. Skippy finding a pick onto Skinny. That might be a huge push and sealing the game there, as Skippy 9-1 now on that Syndra. None of these squishy members of Smaller Snacks can get even close.
You got this, Seraphine. 1v5. You got this. Will she take out John? Oh, down she goes. Dang, that's a 3-0 week for Zyra Zaddies.
Nice.
Slay.
Well played.
Well, who do we think was MVP for that game? Soup, start with you.
Ooh, I think the damage will just speak for itself. Granted, the gap is only 200, but the damage does speak for itself. I'm giving that to Skippy.
Okay, what do you think, Sam?
I completely agree. I think that Skippy on Syndra this game was just everywhere they needed to be, just had those unleashed powers, and Syndra just provides so much to a team, and Skippy played her so well, finding picks, doing damage, just wherever it needed to be, and like, as you said, and topping the damage charts to boot.
And you know, like when I'm looking at it, I could give, I think, all 5 of them a good reason for MVP in this game. Like they all performed very, very well in their roles. We saw Karma make the saves that we've been expecting because of what we saw the entire time. We got John. Maybe he didn't carry in the early game like he did the past 2 because he was oppressed a little bit early on, but he made it through and then ended up doing major damage later. He caught up with that Seraphine farm that you were notably talking about early on. Trundle, homosexual, doing his thing, stomping all over everything. Had a little bit more trouble this time too, going against that Yorick, but turned it around. So they all did really, really amazing. But yes, I will say Skippy McSkipper with that massive amount of damage, going 9-1 with a 15 OKDA. Congratulations on MVP, Skippy. Woohoo! Well, that was week 4. So we're like kind of technically halfway because it's 9 weeks. So 4.5. We'll be halfway through this week. And then we go to invitationals. Oh, we have the meetups coming up. Tell me about those, Sam. What are the dates for those again?
Yes, come and join me at the meetups on Friday, September 6th at 7:30 at the North End here in Chicago. We're going to be meeting up. There's going to be free pizza. There's the giveaways as well starting at 7:30. So please mark your calendar. I'd love to see you there. And then the very next day, that Saturday, September 7th, at 8 p.m. there's an LGBT event called Out in the Park at Six Flags in Gurnee, Illinois, and a group of us from CMSA is going to go. We'd love to see you there. Let us know, please, on the Discord if you're going to be there so we can meet up. I will be there. I already bought my tickets. I think tickets are just under $50 to go, and they're such a good deal because it's basically like a flash pass at that point, because normally the park holds 15 to 20,000 people, but they're only letting 5,000 people in that night. So pretty much I've gone in the past and you can just go directly onto rides with minimal line. There's a new ride that just opened there, Sky Striker, which I have not ridden yet, so I'm very excited to go on that when at the Out in the Park event that we're having. So please mark your calendars for September 6th, September 7th for Out in the Park, and I'd love to see everyone there who can make it.
So envious, I want to go. And then on top of the in-person meetups, we've got so much stuff going on with CMSA. If you aren't already a member or haven't seen our other streams, we've got Fortnite, we've got Dead by Daylight, we've got Valorant now, I believe. We got Pal World server maybe starting up again soon. Overwatch. I know I'm forgetting more games. There's just we play something like every single night. We stream pretty much every single night. John says, Chroma, you should go. Yeah, let me hop on a plane for their 4 hours to go to Six Flags or whatever that we have here, or to pizza night, and then fly 4 hours back. That's a great idea, John. I appreciate it. So the ARAM, D&D, yes, both of those. I was really upset that I couldn't do D&D this time around. It's just, with my move, I had to have a very specific schedule with my new job. I was very lucky that they were still able to give me my Tuesdays off. I just could not get my Saturdays off, so I'm very sad I couldn't play D&D. But maybe next season, we shall see. And thank you so much, Soup, for joining us this week. It's been really fun having you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. Definitely hit me up in the future if you want to jump on with us again. And anyone else who's watching, if you would like to be a shoutcaster, even for just for 1 week, or just for invitationals, make sure you hit one of us up, or Gunny, or Zangy, I was like, it's on the tip of my tongue, or basically any team member. We'll get you connected with the right person. We'll get you on here. It's been a really good time. And I think that's it for this week. So we will see you guys all next week for week 5 of CMSA's League of Legends League. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.